Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. My name is Todd. This is the reaction stream. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Appreciate you being here. Welcome in, everybody. What's up, one Hunter? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday. We made it. Another week gone by. These first 2 weeks after the holidays are kind of tough because it feels like we're starting up all over again and we're at the top of the mountain, or we're at the bottom of the mountain, we're working our way back up, and it's kind of tricky, but we made it. Another week gone by. We have 5 amazing member requested videos for you today, and if you too would like to request videos and literally guide the stream, you certainly can. toddreacts.com is the tier, or excuse me, is the website. The tiers to request are currently down, and you might be thinking, well, why is that? I will tell you. We've been blessed here at the Todd Reacts channel. We actually have more people requesting videos than ever before, to the point where I can't even fulfill all the requests within a month. And I knew this would happen at least someday, maybe, on a rare occasion, but apparently it's happened. So this was kind of a planned obsolescence in a way. And when I am working on adjusting things and kind of changing course for the channel as we continue to grow and grow and grow, which is amazing. Thank you. Welcome. So we are going to switch things up here going forward, starting in February. So I have some plans. I've been working on things in the background here. And yeah, very excited. Very, very excited. So those will be popping back up soon. And then we will continue on the journey through your fandoms and your algorithms and all that good stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. You might be like, wait, where's the season and series tiers? They will be back. They will be back. But right now they're taking a short break. A short break. So yes, check out the website, all that good stuff. Winter collections available right now, 15% off for members, ships worldwide. Quality is guaranteed on every single order. Lots of colors to choose from, very inclusive sizing. So if you are looking for something particular, chances are you might find it. You might. And the accessories as well are there. So go ahead and check those out on your leisure. And if you're already there and you're watching this later, go ahead and check out the Todd Reacts YouTube channel. If you're watching live and had no idea this was a thing, it is. Over 14,500 of you have subscribed already on YouTube. I appreciate you greatly. And there's over 1,200 videos in the backlog. So if you haven't seen a decent amount, well, you got quite a few to catch up on. So go ahead and check that out. And then last but certainly not least, this is going to be ever more important. I'm telling you now without telling you. I got news, but you won't know about it until probably February. Maybe I'll drop little hints here and there. But if you go to the Discord, you might be able to find one. It is currently available, so if you see it, you got a little sneak peek, if you will. But Discord will be more and more important going forward. So go ahead and join today. I think it's 200 and some odd, 85, 86, 285. Wow, thanks, Jace. 285 members and growing. We're quickly coming up on 300 members of the Discord. As you can see, it tells you I'm live, which I am, which is super nice. And as you can see, we have tons of different fandom channels and all that good stuff, community channels. If you have an idea for a channel, certainly let us know. We have a request a channel, and you can literally request it, and then we'll make it and all that good stuff. So join us in there. We don't bite. Friends have been made, all that good stuff. So go ahead and join us. Like I said, we have 5 amazing member-requested videos. I'm actually going to work on something as I'm talking. Isn't that always the case? We have 5 amazing videos. We're going to start off with the One Tree Hill compilation of the Core 5. The Core 5, which I'm assuming is all the main characters, of course. And then we have, after that, the Lando Norris owns the internet and literally F1 right now. So that's kind of crazy. Owns the internet and F1. Just won the championship, which is super cool. And I literally couldn't believe Max Verstappen was that close. It's crazy. He was multiple points behind, and then all of a sudden I checked the year-end standings, and he was way closer than I thought. It was very strange, but things can happen, you know. He's hard to deny. He's hard to deny. I wasn't showing the Discord? Wait, was I? Oh my gosh. There it is. There's the Discord in all its glory. My bad. My bad. All right. I'm almost done adjusting things. Of course, you know, I spend all this time prior to stream adjusting things, and then during stream, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, I didn't adjust that either. And then after that, we have a FortPeat compilation of being agents of chaos and cuteness. So that'll be very nice. It's a good 20-minute-er. And then we will finally wrap up stream and kick off, hopefully, a great weekend for you and me. You know, I hate to be selfish, but I hope I have a good weekend too. Best of Dan and Phil. Looking forward to it. It's a bit of a long one, so that'll be a lot of history, a lot of lore. A lot of Dan and Phil lore, which is what we all need. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. I am ready now, thankfully. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate it. Kind of drug my feet through that opening there. But let's go ahead and jump into the first one. Oh, before we do that, I had something pretty cool happen. So there's this thing going around. Let me bring up a page so I can actually show you. There's this thing going around the U.S. called Banana Ball. And you might be thinking to yourself, what? How are bananas balls? And you would be correct in thinking that. But it's this amalgamation of let me get rid of the Discord here. Otherwise, it's just completely covering the picture. There you go. That gives you a pretty good idea of what it is. Got Mickey Mouse and a guy on stilts. It is a exhibition baseball league, which is kind of a weird thing. The rules are all different. It's timed, so the game is much shorter. If you were to poll people like what the big complaints of baseball would be, for some, it would be that the game is way too long. I went to a baseball game once, a Major League Baseball game, and it was like 4.5 hours. I was like, this is way too long. I'm sitting in the sun. I'm roasting like a chicken or like a turkey. This is not good. So it did start there in Savannah, Georgia. It did indeed. And they just held the lottery. So the only way to get official tickets to Banana Ball is to put your name into a lottery and pick a city that you want to go to, or maybe multiple cities. And, you know, they hold a lottery, which they just did, and then they email you if you got into the lottery. And the big thing is, even if you're selected to buy tickets, you're not guaranteed a ticket. That's the crazy thing. They are so desired right now that it's so hard to get any sort of tickets. I actually recently talked to somebody that was denied 2 cities. But I happened to get an email that I was selected, and I was like, cool, never been, no idea what it's going to be like. Obviously, I've seen games and streams of it. It's available for free on YouTube, actually. But I was like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, this looks kind of interesting. I'd love to go. And the tickets are actually relatively cheap for, you know, a sporting event or whatever. And I was like, cool. So it says, okay, Tuesday at 9:30 in the morning, that is your time. So I'm like, I'm at work at Tuesday at 9:30 in the morning. Like, what? So there I was having a meeting. As far as anyone else is concerned, I'm having a meeting at 9:30 on Tuesday. Close my door, having my meeting. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting on my phone like, okay, refresh, 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 refresh. I felt like I was buying Taylor Swift tickets, right? Just like, these things are going to go fast. Get it quick. And I happened to quickly, very quickly, get 2 tickets or 3 tickets. I can't remember how many I got. And I was like, I wonder if we could scalp these. And then I literally saw a interview with the main person, and he goes, yeah, we're actively going after scalpers. And I'm like, okay, never mind. So we're not doing that. Not doing that. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's supposed to be super fun. It looks fun. I got some tickets, and I'm literally refreshing after I got my tickets, and I'm just watching the ticket numbers go sold out like really quick. So I thankfully was on the ball and ready to go. And I was in one of the earlier groups of people to pick. So that was luck, I guess. And yeah, it was absolutely stressful. Stressful. But I got it. And they're $35 a piece. Not terribly expensive for a night out. I was expecting more, honestly, because concerts, everything is super expensive these days. So for $35 a night out, have some fun, get some food, maybe a couple adult beverages, if you will. Sounds like a good time to me. So that is something that happened this week for me. So I hope you had something interesting for you to happen this week. I hope it was a good one. Autocorrect has a mind of its own. You'd hate cricket way longer. I've tried watching cricket on ESPN here in the States. It was, okay, it started at like 10 o'clock at night. And then it just kept going and going and going. I made it, this was in college at university. I made it till 4 in the morning, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm going to bed. I can't. I can't. That is one of the longest games I think I've ever seen in my life. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. My brother was a pro cricketer. Only eventually we had to watch his blooper reels. I bet. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, what probably didn't help was the fact that I had no idea what was going on. No rules, nothing. I have no idea what's happening in cricket. And then it was just so long. So long. It was crazy. But anyway, that was my big event of the week. Other than that, it was pretty, meh. Pretty standard stuff. Work, home, work, home, work, home, all that good stuff. But hopefully the weekend's fun. Do I have any plans this weekend? I don't think I do. But I'll make something of it. I'll try. Isn't that how it goes? Oh my gosh. Weekends used to be a lot easier when I was at university. It was like, what are we doing this weekend? I don't know, going to parties? Now it's like, what are we doing this weekend? I don't know, going to IKEA? We got to get the meatballs. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. One Tree Hill Core 5 Friends Forever. Friends Forever. Let's go ahead and bring that up and jump in. A video showing the friendships between Nathan, Lucas, Haley, Peyton, and Brooke. One Tree Hill. Hope you enjoy it. We will. Well, at least we will try. We'll be the judge. Hopefully we will. Here we go. Oh my gosh, not this song. Oh my gosh. This graduation song. Shout out to Joanna, a subscriber. I had no idea what that was until I finally put it together. It took me that long to figure that out. You're subscribed to the Twitch channel. I was like, subscriber, what does that mean? Oh. As we go on, we remember. This is like the classic graduation song. Oh, Jace, that's awesome. Did you graduate if you didn't at least listen to this song once? I hear this song and I think of putting the tassel, the cap tassel, over to the other side, and you're like, it symbolizes us going into a different direction. The answer to those two questions, no. Nope. We won't remember what we learned in school. That's already a fail. And we will definitely not get into antics. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of brutal to listen to this song these days. Just makes me think of all the friends that have come and gone, you know? Life's changed, life moved on, we moved on. It's kind of sad in a way. Indeed.
Think about tomorrow like we think about now. Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will this memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever.
You know what I'm realizing? Just how much Chad Michael Murray's hair changed in this show. Everyone else kind of stayed the same a little bit. But his was different what seemingly every season. This is crazy. I'm looking at everybody's hair now and I'm just like, yeah, that looks the same. That looks the same. I mean, it was curly, now it's straight. And then you look at Chad and it's just like, Trick shot. Nine years. That, yeah, true. 9 years, other gigs. Not to mention they probably had stylists or, you know, that kind of stuff. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, like I said, that song hits. It hits right in the feels. All of a sudden, those days are past. Friends forever. You know what? That's kind of true, honestly. Whether you're still friends with the people that you used to be friends with and you're no longer friends with, in that moment in time, you will always technically be friends. Best friends, good friends, acquaintances, whatever. In that moment in time in your life, which was, honestly, those are some of the most important years because you're becoming a person, right? You're adopting a personality, you're changing your personality, you're maybe changing friend groups, maybe, you know, figuring out what you're into, all that stuff. Like those are very, you know, they call them formative years. They are. They very much are. And you can't help but look back on those years and go, boy, if I had a different friend group, if I knew different people, if I, you know, tried something else, if I really went for what I was interested in, maybe my life would be different at this point. And, you know, you have all these different, I can't help but think of the trajectories that your life can go on just from the choices you make when you're this old. It's crazy. It is absolutely nuts. But it definitely seemed like they were good friends. Obviously, they had some issues. Obviously. If you've seen the show or heard about the show, I've definitely read about it, and I've seen quite a decent amount. They went through their tough times too, and they weren't always the greatest of friends. But it seems like they kind of made their way back in the end. It's kind of the beauty of life. Little detours here and there, but eventually you find your way back. We know for a fact that they were very strict with what they had to do with their hair. Like they had to ask permission and fight to have their hair in a ponytail. Good grief. Oh my gosh. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. And also, of course, check out their channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. And if they really interest you, maybe request it for stream. Issues is an understatement? Yeah. Yeah. The things we've heard about that showrunner and interactions with the cast, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Let's go ahead and bring up some information on, not Banana Ball, but One Tree Hill. Here we go. I just watched One Tree Hill for the first time, and I have questions. Oh, okay. Well, some of us have answers. I don't have any answers, but we'll see. Character drama, but that works too. Oh, yeah. Oh, come drama all over the place. All right, this was written this past April. Recently came to my attention that I was suffering from an OTH deficiency. That is, lack of having watched the early aughts teen drama One Tree Hill. I asked my roommate one day, the one that says, "He's on the door, Peyton. He's on the damn door." "You've never seen One Tree Hill?" she gasped. "We are watching right now." So my deep dive into one of the most iconic millennial television shows began. 9 seasons, 187 episodes, 3 months later. Wow, 3 months. All right, let's see what we can get to here. Why can they all just walk into each other's houses? That's a good question. This may have been the most pressing question. Does one not lock their door? Why can they all just stroll directly into each other's bedrooms? Not just their best friend's room, but their crushes, their enemies, their random classmates, you name it. This stressed me out and had me want to call my landlord to update my locks. That's Yes. I'm assuming they didn't want to include that as part of the story. That's funny, though. That is funny. That is definitely not acceptable most of the time. Actually, I just saw, funny enough, I just saw a reel or short video, if you will, of, I almost said Christopher Walken. Why did I say that? Not Christopher Walken. Oh gosh, why am I blanking on his name? Christian Bale. There we go. It was Christian Bale, and he said, one of the weirdest things about moving to LA was the fact that, number one, you had to drive everywhere. He wasn't used to that. And number two, he couldn't just walk up to somebody's house, ring the doorbell or knock, and then want to hang out. He goes, that's so strange, because where he's from, that's totally normal. And for some reason over here in the U.S., it's not. It's seen as rude to just walk up to somebody's door and knock and go, hey, can I come in, kind of thing. And honestly, yeah, it is. It is. I don't know why. Why do we have doorbells? Why is that even a thing? If it's, socially rude. It's very strange. Very, very strange. And that kind of got a kick out of that. And very relatable here. Where are everyone's parents? Peyton is grieving the death of her birth mother, recovering from a gunshot wound and hiding from her evil stalker. Where is her father? Does he really need to work on that shipping boat, whatever his distant job is? How legal is it that Brooke's parents left her, a minor, in Tree Hill to stay with Peyton's non-existent dad? Haley's parents are also MIA, but don't worry, they were present enough to let her get married in high school. Oh my God. Karen's back must have been exhausted from carrying the well-being of these high schoolers. That's so funny. That's so funny. Where are all the parents in the 2000s shows? Yeah, exactly. Does no one have homework? How did they have so much time after school? The bell would ring. Lucas would go have to go home, say hi to Karen, bang Brooke, hello, and or Peyton, play a basketball game, get into a fight with Dan, participate in some sort of cool group hang that I would have been jealous of as a teenager, all before the day was done. Well, you see, there's different levels to this game, different tiers of high schooler. Some kids did have a life like that, and then the rest of us didn't have a life like that. I was part of the other group, the group that went home, maybe did their homework early, or maybe didn't do it at all. Oops. And then, played some video games, watched a movie maybe, some TV, had dinner with the parents, watched another show, went to sleep at an unreasonably late hour, woke up at an unreasonably early time. That was life. That was life. Things haven't changed much. Why are there so many car accidents in this tiny town? Actually, that's one that actually kind of makes sense. Watching this show has made me worry that I'm likely to get hit by a car or be in a car that falls off a bridge. Generally, One Tree Hill has made me much more on edge just existing. This group of people have an unprecedented a number of incidents and health scares. Drama. I never did my homework because in my school you got detention, which meant you got lunch early. Wow. I got detention on purpose for early lunch. That is beautiful. Wow. I didn't know that was a thing. Interesting. Is it because they wanted you to still go home at the same time? Is that what they did? They just moved lunch early and then you would be in detention until the normal day would end? That's kind of interesting. Wow. I would have gotten detention a lot more if that was the case. Actually, I never got detention, but that's a whole other story. Detention for me meant missing a break or something? Oh, gosh. They never called home or anything, just got early lunch. And during the 1 hour lunch break, I had to do homework. How did they make detention a benefit? I would get detention all the time. So I never had to do homework. And I could eat lunch early. What? I would have been in there daily. Like, whatever I need to do to get detention, I would do it. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Why is Lucas low-key the worst? I say this with the utmost love and respect for my icon, Chad Michael Murray. Am I the only one who thinks Lucas is the villain? He falls in love with whoever is standing in front of him and toys with every girl's emotions, with the facade of being a nice guy. And what's with making Peyton the bad guy when he sprung marriage on her at a moment's notice? Did Freddie walk on the keyboard, or was that Bluetooth error? Some places weren't allowed to be held after school. Here in the UK when I was at school. Now that is phenomenal. I'm trying to think. Honestly, I don't even know the detention policy of the school I went to. I think it was similar. Freddie walked on the keyboard. I think it was similar to you had to make up the time or do the time during breaks or something like that. Pretty sure. Not exactly sure. But yeah. What's with the weird in-between life and death limbo stage? Who in the writer's room decided that Karen, Luke, Clay, and basically everyone who almost dies gets to float outside their body and see everything that's happening? Why is that a thing? And why is everyone able to chat with Keith when they're in limbo? This strange magical element feels completely out of place in a realistic fiction show. In my school, there were lunchtime, after school, and weekend detentions, but I always got lunchtime ones. See, you were thinking. That's smart. That's smart. Those are the ones you want. I guess it's lesser fair, maybe, to get the lunchtime ones. I think people disliking Lucas is pretty common. Yeah, would rather drop a show if I don't like the main character. True. Does James Lucas Scott know he's carrying the second half of this season? Jamie is my everything. My brain cannot fathom how adorable he is. The show would have fallen apart had they not cast that little boy as Nathan and Haley's perfect child, who is somehow wiser than every other character. It seems the actor has retired from the spotlight, unfortunately, but will be in the OTH reboot? What? Maybe. If not, can I at least give him a hug? Am I okay for being attracted to Dan Scott? No. Bad, no. Early on in my watch, I would have been mortified to hear myself saying this about the man who murdered Keith and psychologically manipulated everyone in the town, especially my one true love, Nathan. But I'm going to be honest, I'm a Dan apologist. I don't know what the water has me drink, or what water he was drinking in season 9, but that man is no, bad, no. Scott boys truly are a different breed. Oh my gosh. Oh. Number 9, we're skipping past that. No offense, but what was the point of season 9? I'm all for having more episodes to watch, but season 8 ended perfectly. See, people were saying that about that at Game of Thrones. Everyone's lives were tied up with a bow. All the problems were solved. Then bam, season 9, episode 1, everyone's lives are effed up again. Nathan's literally kidnapped. Mouth is getting fat-shamed. Chase is somehow buying drugs while sleepwalking. You know what happened? They ordered more episodes. Money to be made, am I right? The actor's hot, though. Won't even entertain it. Won't even hear it. Won't hear any excuses. Do men like Nathan Scott exist in real life? Do men like Conrad exist in real life? Conrad! I don't think I've ever loved a fictional couple more than Haley and Nathan. Where can I find that kind of passionate teenage love? Well, number one, if you're not a teenager, don't go looking for it. Where you make crazy decisions getting married in high school and not taking your birth control, but then grow into a partnership built on supporting each other's dreams. Nowhere, it seems, certainly not on Hinge in New York City. Well, number one, you're not going to find anything in New York City. It's too many people, too many choices, and nobody's looking for the right thing. That's what I've learned from pop culture and other people's experiences. Any Nathan Scott lookalikes out there can feel free to get in touch. Despite my numerous unanswered questions, I can't recommend this series enough. If you have yet to do it on your own viewing, if I could, I would erase it from my memory and rewatch all 9 seasons. Maybe not the 9th one, just for the chance to relive the bonkers drama with fresh eyes. If the reboot isn't as wildly chaotic, I'll be asking for my money back. That's fair. And you won't find anyone worth your time on Hinge? Isn't Hinge... Yeah, I guess Hinge is just a more serious Tinder, right? It's meant to be more serious. Alrighty. Let's see here. These mannequin extras on One Tree Hill are painfully obvious. Truly can't stop laughing at this.
We finished filming, and I didn't want to step on any toes. I'm just not that guy.
So she was in a relationship, you were single.
She was.
That's
and I
kind of a
said,
baller move.
I couldn't get her off my mind.
Aw.
And so I just walked over and I said, when your relationship ends, because it will, give me first shot at the title. That's it. And I just left that little nugget and moved on. And I waited for a few months, and then the phone rang.
It actually rang. It was a phone call?
There was a phone call.
That is so romantic. I wish someone would call me.
It's going to happen.
You're going to call me
You have
tonight?
time. You have plenty of time.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. If you recently started a rewatch, speaking of rewatch, then you probably picked up on a small yet impactful behind-the-scenes detail. No, your eyes have not deceived you. You're not hallucinating. During bigger scenes set at sporting events, the series actually featured mannequins as extras. This is like that fake baby. This is like that fake baby doll in American Sniper. Once you see it, you can't stop seeing it. Oh my gosh. What might not be the weirdest thing about the fan favorite CW show, we are talking about the show where a stoned dog ate a human heart and there was a random Pete Wentz storyline at some point. Still a hilarious blunder to catch almost 15 years after its finale. That's so funny.
Reparei nisso. Aqui tá One Tree Hill e olha só esse monte de boneco.
Oh my, that is a mannequin. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute, that's a mannequin too. I had no idea that was a thing. Oh my gosh.
Pra ocupar espaço.
Oh my gosh. And it's amazing they use probably just a quick scene and cut and you never notice. That's so funny. I was an extra for these scenes. They kept trying to tell us when it was on screen, these dummies wouldn't look obvious. They were wrong, one person wrote. Honestly, with how standard definition the TV was back then and how not so great the TV was, I'm assuming they got away with it just for the fact that nobody was looking that hard. I mean, TVs back then were blurry, they were fuzzy. It was nowhere near what it is today. If this was like a 4K show, you would notice instantly. At least fix their posture? Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't really surprise me? No, absolutely not. Chad Michael Murray reveals he begged not to be in this One Tree Hill scene. What? begged and pleaded not to be included in the scene that went down in infamy. Oh my gosh, what is it? Shared his thoughts on being part of the storyline in which his character, Lucas Scott's dad, and series antagonist Dan was meant to receive a heart transplant only for a dog to eat the donated organ at the last second. I remember I begged and pleaded, please, I don't need to be there. There's no need for Lucas Scott to be there. If you could, if you really want to do it, fine, go ahead and write the scene, but it's terrible. Followed Dan as he awaited surgery for his new heart. However, just as the organ arrived at the hospital, the EMT carrying the organ tripped over the leash of a golden retriever in the waiting room. The dog, springing free, grabbed the heart just as it landed on the ground. Quote, I remember I started to care a lot more and I started to really get more involved. I was older, starting to try and take ownership of my things. Instead of 20 or 21, I was probably 25. I saw it, read the script, and I knew exactly what they were doing. 44-year-old outlined the infamous scene, just how ridiculous the series of events really was. Quote, all things are very possible, I guess, in the spectrum of things. So if you were at home and you were making pop brownies, as one does, and you fell asleep and your dog happened to get into said brownies and ingest the entire tin, the first thing you're going to do is take him to the ER. Next, we're going to obviously get exhausted because we ate some of those brownies and fell asleep of the dog's owners. Meanwhile, my dog's leash, it's one of those 25-foot leashes. It goes and wraps around the whole ER. Of course, I happened to be there, Chad said. I witnessed this entire thing as Dan Scott also witnessed. He knows that there's probably his heart that just got eaten by the stone dog who had the munchies. Reflecting on the moment, he simply added, the scene went down in infamy. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Just giving those eyes. While Chad didn't feel like the plotline was a slam dunk, the show's creator previously defended the scene. Quote, I just felt like we don't want Dan's redemption to be too easy. Amen. We don't want him to get a heart transplant and have it to be too conventional. We want to take him to the edge of hope and then see what he's made of. I just thought, what's an absurd way of this guy getting really close to getting his heart transplant and not getting it? And Chad, that's so evil, but appreciated. I remember Chad that day going, what do I do? I said, you read it. What do you think? Or you read it. What do you think? He goes, I can't effing believe this is happening. That's exactly how you have to react. And that's the reaction I got out of him. That's so funny. That is so funny. It's an iconic scene. I think I knew someone with that poster in their bedroom. Honestly, I probably did too. It seems like a classic. I mean, it goes pretty hard. Everybody's giving good looks. Yeah, that's bedroom poster written all over it. Tyler Hilton loves that everyone wanted to punch Chris Keller. Here's what it's like being One Tree Hill's favorite villain. Tyler Hilton brought one of TV's most hated and simultaneously beloved villains to life when he played Chris Keller on One Tree Hill. Throughout seasons 2 and 4, the smooth-talking, arrogant musician wreaks havoc on the lives of the show's main characters, particularly Haley, James, and Nathan Scott. When he came back as a main character in season 9, he was slightly less obstructive. It's funny to play the person that everybody wants to punch. Even Sophia Bush said something like that to me. We would end a take and she'd be like, I hate you so much right now, I want to punch you. Despite the occasional harsh feedback, Hilton didn't mind playing the small-town troublemaker. In fact, he says Chris is his favorite role to date. If I could play villains forever, I definitely would. A lot of times, the people that play really good, honest people on screen are usually the ones who are total D-bags off-screen. It's not a surprise to him that Chris's antics, like accidentally starting a fire in Karen's cafe, kissing Haley in a Batman costume, disguised as Nathan, stir up a lot of emotions, but he also sees the character's redemptive qualities. Quote, you might hate him at first, but people come to respect him because he's so ruthlessly honest. I think all of us secretly want to be that uninhibited. Right. I was in my late teens, early 20s when I first started. The whole cast was each other's best friends, almost like a college friend group. We had no idea how popular it was until we were doing press with crazy crowds and tables getting flipped over because they were filming it in a tiny town pre-social media. It was our first time feeling that level of fame. People would say to him, I literally hate your character. No one was asking me, can I get a picture? That's so funny. Chris Keller was also a killer in HBO's Oz series, played by Chris Maloney. Stabor from SVU. Nice. Good to know. It's so funny to me that one of the most loved TV couples broke up temporarily because I had a crush on a girl in real life. What? Do you have a favorite Chris scene? There was a sequence when Chad Michael Murray and I woke up in bed together. We're naked, cuddling each other. I think the scene is somebody's ultimate dream, but it was just so funny. What do you think was his worst moment? Breaking up Nathan and Haley. A lot of that got written into the show because Joy, who plays Haley, and I caught feelings for each other off set. So they wrote it into the show? What? The writer's room is way too connected to the cast. That is crazy. In hindsight, it's funny to me that one of the most loved TV couples broke up temporarily because I had a crush on a girl in real life. That is wild. So if they got together in real life, they were just going to write them together? Like, that is very interesting way to write a show. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before. That's very strange. It's very, like, responsive. Like, usually they try to look at what fans want or whatever sometimes. Not enough, in my opinion, but they do try to do that sometimes. This was complete. Wow. It's like a showrunner or TV, writer was just like, oh, they're doing what now? Okay, let's go ahead and write that in real quick. Have you kept in touch with any of the primary cast? Joy and I were great friends, and we've stayed that way. I've been talking to her a lot more over the past couple years. She was getting ready for her book to come out, and my wife keeps in touch with Hillary Burton and Sophia a lot. We always end up hanging out. There's a reboot in development at Netflix. How did you hear about it? Kate, who played Mia, texted me an article about it and said something like, here we go. And I was like, oh my God. So I texted Sophia and Hillary. I had heard some things since they've been in conversations about it. We'll see what happens. We all know that it's never real until it's real, but I think everybody wants to do it again. Everyone loved that time of life and those characters. If I get to do Chris Keller again, if I get to play him for the rest of my life, I'd be like, that's great. That's so cool. That's really neat. Joy has said before that it felt like they wanted to push her out of the show during that time. Jeez. Joy and Tyler went on tour together. Wow. But it was because of the tour that they made Haley have the horrid storyline, I think. Oh my gosh. Boy. Well, it's going to be interesting to see the reboot and how they take the characters and whatnot. What they're going to do with it, what they focus on. Obviously, it's going to be a much better environment for the actors, all of them. And then they broke them up because they got divorced. Oh, okay. Also, this is the same show that had Brooke and Lucas get back together because Chad and Sophie got married. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my gosh. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Actually, have I seen much of Chris? I don't think I have in any of these edits. Maybe I have. No, wait. I think I've seen... No, I saw Nathan as the Batman. I don't think I've seen much of Chris. Like I said, the showrunner was horrid. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is a confirmed case of terribleness. Putting it lightly. Again, putting it lightly. You've seen a bit of Chris? Dang. Honestly, I can't remember. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I've definitely seen a couple scenes, but they're quick. Grabbed it. Yes. Those were all new. I'm surprised. Oh, my gosh. That show just continues to give. Just continues to give. Gotta love it. He was the one that got in between Nathan and Haley a lot. Apparently in real life as well. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That's how you know it's toxic. When the writers start getting into like the crushes and the relationships and they seem to be hanging out a little bit more. They seem to be talking a little bit more. Let's write them in. It's like, how about you keep your distance? Oh my gosh. All right. That was awesome. And it also made me sad because whenever I hear that song, I just think about the past. And I think about high school and the friends that I had and some of the best friends, and time and life happens as we go on. We remember. Those words are very true. Extremely true. People, thought be there forever or no longer there. But they'll always be there in that time in your mind. And that's kind of interesting. What's that saying? You always leave a piece of yourself or something like that everywhere you go, whether it's in memories or something like that. I don't know how it goes, but that's the best I could do. Oh my gosh. All right, moving on before I dwell on my past. Lando Norris owns the internet. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Definitely a good year for Lando, 2025. We'll see if he repeats 2026. Made my first 2 hires, a new voice guy and a fact check monster. Hope you like it. Wow. When you have a staff for a YouTube channel, that's huge. That is huge. I think it's pretty obvious I don't have a staff. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you don't mind that much. But let's go ahead and jump in. Lando Norris owns the internet.
Lando Norris.
Shout out to the mods who put all these links together. Shout out to the mods. He does. Hey, now, hey. It comes with perks, okay? It comes with perks. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the help.
Norris didn't just stumble into Formula One like some posh goof with daddy's money. He absolutely smashed every single record on his way to the
That's
top.
so funny,
And I'm not
Jace.
even exaggerating here. He's young, funny, and quick. But that's not all. I would argue he became Formula One's first ever internet superstar. How did that happen? Well, today we'll find out.
Oh my god, talented.
There's this 7-year-old kid from Glastonbury who's obsessed with MotoGP, right? But then one day he decides, nah, 4 wheels look way more fun than 2. That kid was Lando Norris, born 13th of November 1999, and that random decision basically changed motorsport forever. By the time he was 12, Lando wasn't just quick, he was record-breaking. The mad lad became a national karting pole position record holder and won the 2012 Formula Kart Stars Minimax Championship. 2013 was when things got properly ridiculous. At just 14 years old, Lando Norris didn't just win one championship, he swept them all. The European KFJ Championship,
Wow.
the Super Cup, and the World Karting Championship all fell to this British teenager in the same year. But here's the mental bit. By winning the World Karting Championship at 14, Norris became the youngest ever karting world champion. breaking a record previously held by no other than Lewis Hamilton.
Oh my
However,
gosh.
most
It's so
drivers
weird to
still
see them this
struggle
young.
massively when they make the jump from karts to cars. Not Lando, though. At 14, he made his car racing debut at the 2014 Ginetta Junior Championship and immediately showed he belonged there. Third overall and the Rookie Cup in his first year.
14?
It's been really enjoyable. I think that's the main thing.
2015 was when he really started taking liberties, though. Norris stepped into single-seaters and absolutely conquered the newly established MSA Formula Championship with Carlin. 8 race wins and the title against older, more experienced drivers. You would think he would pause there, at least take a breather. No, 2016 was the year Lando won 3 different championships across 3 different continents. He dominated both the Formula Renault Euro Cup and the Formula Renault Northern European Cup, but then travelled to New Zealand in winter to win the Toyota Racing Series Championship as well. The motorsport press called it a clean sweep and right away established Norris as one of the hottest prospects in the sport. That year, he also earned the prestigious McLaren Autosport Award, which recognised him as Britain's top young driver. The prize? A test in a Formula One simulator, of course. Nobody knew it then, but this would be the very beginning of a beautiful relationship between Norris and McLaren.
It's been pretty mad. Very busy
Oh my
with
gosh.
Formula 3.
Talents like Norris don't go unnoticed for long. In early 2017, McLaren moved quickly to sign the 17-year-old to join their junior driver program, winning the race to land his signature before rival teams could swoop in. Norris later said the good feeling he got walking into McLaren's factory convinced him it was the right home, and McLaren
At 17 years old, I was doing nothing. I was literally doing nothing. That's crazy. I was literally just coming home from school, turning on video game, probably PlayStation 2 at that point. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I kind of knew when I looked at the facilities at McLaren that they were the team for me. At 17. Oh my God.
CEO Zach Brown called him a fabulous prospect after his triple championship season. However, joining McLaren's young driver roster meant stepping up to Formula 3, the next level of competition where careers are made or broken. Lando chose to stay with the familiar Carlin team in the European F3 Championship, a decision that was basically a huge gamble since Carlin hadn't been at the top of F3 for years. Still, Norris's faith in Carlin paid off. He won the very first race of the 2017 F3 season and never looked back. By the end of the year, he had clinched the F3 title on his first attempt, racking up 9 victories and 19 total podiums in 30 races against a high-caliber field. With an F3 title in hand before his 18th birthday, Norris progressed to Formula 2 in 2018, the final stepping stone before Formula 1. He also took on a formal role as McLaren's F1 test and reserve driver, getting his first taste of what awaited him at the pinnacle of motorsport. Once again, Norris hit the ground running. He won the opening F2 feature race in Bahrain on debut, announcing his arrival in style. Throughout 2018, he was locked in a tight title battle against fellow rookies George Russell and Alexander Albon. I mean, look at the lineup. That year was basically a golden generation of drivers, all packed into F2. Lando was widely expected to dominate everybody, but here comes the twist. Norris finished the 2018 Formula 2 season as runner-up to Russell. Yes, he was just kinda unlucky that season. Carlin suffered reliability issues, including recurring clutch problems throughout the year. Still, second place in such a field with a car that can barely run is a solid achievement.
Doesn't seem half
By
bad.
season's end, Norris's promotion to Formula 1 was secured. McLaren announced in September 2018 that he would be graduating to an F1 race seat alongside Carlos Sainz for 2019. However, joining Formula 1 wasn't going to be easy. McLaren was in the midst of rebuilding after years of struggle, and Norris would be partnered with a proven race winner who wouldn't make life easy for the rookie.
My heart and passion is with motorsport, so yeah, to finally be in Formula 1.
Norris made his Formula 1 debut at the 2019 Australian Grand Prix. The once great McLaren outfit had been struggling massively in recent years. The Honda engine partnership was an absolute disaster, and even after switching to Renault power in 2018, the team finished a disappointing 6th in the constructors' standings. There wasn't huge pressure on Lando in his rookie season because McLaren knew 2019 would be a learning year. However, Norris still managed to impress. Throughout the season, he scored points 11 times and notably won the qualifying head-to-head battle against Carlos Sainz, demonstrating exceptional one-lap speed for a rookie. Norris came close to a breakthrough result at the Belgian Grand Prix, running 5th on the final lap before a late mechanical failure robbed him of what could have been his first podium. By the end of 2019, though, something remarkable had happened. The gap between Sainz and Norris had become paper thin, with Lando significantly closing the experience deficit as the year progressed. McLaren finished 4th in the Constructors' Championship, their best result in 7 seasons, and much of that success was down to the youthful energy and speed of their driver pairing. However, it was Norris's sophomore campaign in 2020 that really announced his arrival as a future star. He kicked off the season with his maiden Formula One podium at the Austrian Grand Prix, where a brilliant final lap propelled him to 3rd place. Throughout 2020, Norris combined qualifying speed with improved racecraft, finishing outside the top 10 only 4 times in 17 races.
Wow.
His consistency helped McLaren achieve a remarkable 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship, their highest ranking since 2012. At just 20 years old, Lando Norris had established himself as one of the brightest talents in Formula One. But the speed and the podiums was not the only thing he brought to McLaren. Lando was actually one of the first F1 drivers to embrace Twitch streaming, starting as a...
So when he won, if he won in the US and got podium, he couldn't even drink. He couldn't even have celebratory champagne. That's unbelievable.
As a teenager and building a massive following long before it was considered normal for racing drivers. When the pandemic hit in 2020 and real racing went on hiatus, Norris led a group of young drivers in organising virtual races and online content to entertain fans.
Lando, we can be world champion, I said. Please, Lando. Lando! Lando! Lando!
That was an actual blessing for McLaren, who were struggling with attracting a new audience and rebuilding their brand value in F1. Alongside Charles Leclerc, George Russell and Alex Albon, Lando broadcast multiplayer races and games, offering fans an unprecedented peek into drivers' personalities away from the paddock.
My chat wanted me to ask you for some tips from starting from last on the grid.
I would turn off the computer and watch the series.
These streams were insanely popular. Norris would prank call Daniel Ricciardo or Carlos Sainz live on air.
Who am I speaking with?
You don't know?
Banter between drivers was flying, and the clips were getting millions of views. As one magazine put
That's
it,
so cool.
Norris has helped revolutionize F1 and the way we see F1 drivers forever. In the past, fans only saw drivers through polished PR appearances, but Norris's authentic online presence broke down the barriers between F1 stars and the public. His success even inspired other drivers like Max Verstappen to start streaming on Twitch. And boy, do we love that.
A Minecraft stream?
A Minecraft?
Well, the problem is, my pickaxe is
Norris ended up becoming F1's crossover star, appearing in videos with
This is so awesome because for the longest time, my impression, this was my ignorant impression of not really following F1. To me, my interpretation of F1 was it is old, it is stodgy, it is super serious, it's too expensive, it's elite, it is kind of like, looking down their nose at other people, like it's just too, well, how do I say this politely? Up its own you-know-what is my interpretation of what Formula One was growing up. That's completely changed with this new era of driver and being introduced to it and learning more about it and getting to see more of their personalities and it's not as stuck up as I thought it was, and maybe it was back then. It probably was. But it seems like it's definitely opened up a little bit more, which is good because it's going to introduce itself to more and more youthful generations, and they're going to grow into it, and they'll become fans. Obviously, the Drive to Survive, I think it was, on Netflix was a big one, the docuseries.
Mainstream YouTubers like
But
the
certainly
Sidemen
this,
and
pretty
bringing
big.
motorsport to people who might never have watched a race otherwise. But the numbers tell the real story of just how mental his internet dominance actually is. By 2023, Lando had 11.2 million followers across all platforms, 6.4 million on Instagram, 2.4 million on Twitter, 1 million on Facebook, and 1.4 million on TikTok. That's more than drivers like Carlos Sainz and George Russell, and he was pulling these numbers before he'd even won a race. The business side is equally bonkers. In 2020, Lando founded Team Quadrant, his own esports team focusing on content creation and apparel, and kept over 20% ownership even after selling to major media companies. By 2024, Quadrant closed a 7-figure investment round worth at least $10 million, described as one of the largest for a UK-based esports brand. The company just sold a majority stake to Veloci Media Group, which generated £12.8 million in revenue last year. Even McLaren's marketing department knows Lando's their secret weapon. As the first F1 team to land on TikTok, McLaren has amassed 6.7 million followers, and their social media engagement absolutely destroys other teams. Most recently, Lando partnered up with another fellow YouTuber, Will and E, and those two got over 1 billion views across social media. That's not just being popular online, that's creating an entire media empire while still trying to win championships. However, one fun Twitch streamer is good, but what if you can get two of the most goofy people in F1 on one team?
Yeah, you know, it's nice to be fighting these guys. It's nice to be there on merit and there on pure pace. And hopefully we can have some more in the future.
Going into 2021, McLaren made a blockbuster move that nobody saw coming. Carlos Sainz, Norris's beloved Carlando partner, was heading to Ferrari, and in his place came Daniel Ricciardo, a 7-time race winner with a massive reputation and an even bigger smile. Everyone expected the veteran Australian to lead the team and show the young Brit how it's done. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Norris started 2021 in superb form, taking 4 podium finishes throughout the season. That's more podiums than any driver outside the Hamilton-Verstappen title fight that was going on that year. I would also argue Monza in 2021 will go down as one of the most emotional moments in recent McLaren history. Ricciardo finally found his form and took the victory, but it was Norris's brilliant drive to second place that secured McLaren's first 1-2 finish since 2010. It was their first win in nearly 9 years. However, for every high in Formula One, there's often a crushing low waiting around the corner.
And Hamilton takes the lead of the race as Lando Norris slides off the track.
The Russian Grand Prix in Sochi 2021 will forever be remembered as one of the most heartbreaking moments in Lando's career. Norris achieved his first Formula One pole position and led the majority of the race, looking comfortable and in control. Victory seemed inevitable. Then, with just a few laps to go, rain began to fall. The team advised him to pit for intermediate tyres, but Norris made the call to stay out on slicks, gambling that the rain wouldn't get worse. It did get worse, much worse. As conditions deteriorated, Norris agonizingly slid off the track, surrendering what looked like a certain maiden victory. The sight was absolutely gutting. Despite the Sochi heartbreak, though, Norris's 2021 season was a revelation.
Hey, that was a
he
risk.
Finished 6th in
He
the
took the
Drivers'
chance.
Championship with 160
Backfired, but he
points
took the chance.
and firmly established himself as an F1 frontrunner with his speed and consistency. At just 21, he had become the face of McLaren and one of the brightest talents in the sport. What made his performances even more impressive was how he dominated his experienced teammate. While Ricciardo struggled with the McLaren's handling characteristics, Norris extracted maximum performance from the car week after week. The narrative had completely flipped. Instead of learning from the veteran, Norris was carrying the team on his shoulders.
I could just carve my way through and just make positions every lap.
In 2022, Formula One introduced revolutionary new technical regulations, and McLaren's form took a massive hit. The Mercedes and Ferrari Works teams leaped ahead in performance, and the McLaren dropped down the pecking order. It was a proper test of character for Norris. How could he perform when the car wasn't capable of regular podiums once again? The answer was emphatic. Despite the car's limitations, Norris excelled as the clean team leader, often extracting performance that simply couldn't have been possible. At Imola, Lando stunned the paddock by taking McLaren's only podium of 2022, a brilliant third place despite the car being only the fourth or fifth fastest on paper. Even more impressively, Norris was the only driver outside the top 3 teams to stand on the podium in 2022. With Norris bringing home these kinds of results by the end of 2022, the writing was on the wall for Daniel Ricciardo at McLaren. Norris has scored 122 of McLaren's 159 points, a lopsided tally that highlighted just how much he was carrying the team. He routinely outperformed Ricciardo in both qualifying and races, leading to the Australian's exit from McLaren after the season. For 2023, McLaren made another bold move, signing rookie Oscar Piastri to replace Ricciardo. This created one of the youngest lineups on the grid, with Norris 23 and Piastri 22,
worked out.
both hungry for success. By the way, I've made a video about Oscar Piastri and the way McLaren poached him from Alpine. You should check it out. And if you like this video so far, don't forget to subscribe, as I'm trying to get to 35,000 subscribers by the end of summer. Subscribe! Early 2023 was challenging for McLaren, with their new car off the pace, but Norris played a pivotal role in guiding development. As team principal, Andrea Stella explained Lando's input was a key factor in the upgrades battle throughout 2023. So when McLaren's major upgrades arrived around mid-season, everything changed. In the second half of 2023, Lando began collecting podiums like it's nothing. At the British Grand Prix, his home race, Norris qualified on the front row and thrilled the Silverstone crowd by leading the early laps and ultimately finishing second, clinching McLaren's first home Grand Prix podium since 2008. Further podiums followed as Norris consistently duelled with Mercedes and Ferrari, and even challenged the dominant Red Bulls on occasion. From the introduction of the summer upgrades onward, Norris scored 166 points in the final 14 rounds, making him the second most consistent driver after Max Verstappen over that span. The stage was set for 2024, the year that would change everything for both McLaren and Lando Norris.
We were just quick, and as soon as I got back in a good rhythm, we were quick again.
The 2024 season proved to be the watershed moment for both McLaren and Lando Norris. Before the season even started, Norris signed a new multi-year contract extension through at least 2028, a clear signal of commitment from both driver and team. McLaren's MCL38 car emerged from winter testing as a genuine front-runner, establishing the team as title contenders for the first time in over a decade. Then, Miami happened. After years of near misses, Lando Norris finally achieved his first Formula One victory. He passed reigning champion Max Verstappen on track for the lead and never looked back.
So his contract in 2022 was for 4 years, valued at $100 million US. It's $25 million a year. Dang. So the question is, what's his current contract? Oh, it's an extension. Got it. Dang. That is pretty good. $4 million signing bonus. Hello. That's pretty amazing. I'd say they got their money's worth, wouldn't you? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Another defining moment came at the season finale in Abu Dhabi, where Norris put his McLaren on pole and led the entire race with nerves of steel to win the race. By the end of 2024, Norris had finished as Formula One Drivers' Championship runner-up, pushing Max Verstappen all the way to the finale. By the way, Norris and Verstappen dynamic can be a subject of an entire video. These two struck up a genuine friendship even before Lando reached F1. They're close in age and share a love of sim racing, frequently gaming together. That camaraderie translated to the paddock. We often see them laughing together in press conferences or poking fun at each other. However, as their 2024 on-track battles intensified, we all had just one question. Could their friendship survive the heat of championship fights? The answer came in dramatic fashion at the 2024 Austrian Grand Prix, when the two collided while fighting for the lead in the closing laps. The crash ended Norris's race and damaged Verstappen's car, handing victory to George Russell. Norris was obviously furious, calling Verstappen's driving stupid and unfair and saying Max needed to admit his mistake. They called off and privately cleared the air before the next race. "We talked, we remain great friends, and that's all that matters," Verstappen told reporters, emphasizing that maintaining their friendship was a priority. Of course, more incidents followed in Austin and Mexico, where Verstappen received penalties for forcing Norris off track, but through it all, both drivers maintained their respect for each other. You've got to give it to Max though. Even with all the battles on track, he was still giving Norris lifts to and from races on his private jet. Going into 2025, British bookmakers had actually installed Lando as the slight championship favourite over Max, giving McLaren's dominant form at the end of 2024. But racing gods can't make winning that easy for Lando, right?
One of us is going to win every now and then, and it's going to go to and fro for the rest of the years.
Within just 4 races of the 2025 season, something unprecedented happened. The betting odds completely flipped, making Oscar Piastri the new championship favourite despite Norris holding a narrow points lead at the time. Norris has suddenly gone from main hope to underdog within his own team. Well, Norris's response for being written off was absolutely emphatic.
It's like, come
After
on
that
now.
opening stint where Piastri shone, Norris struck back with a series of top performances that reminded everyone why he'd been championship favourite in the first place. He took victory in Austria, then triumphed on home soil at Silverstone, a race Piastri had actually led until a penalty for erratic braking behind the safety car dropped the Australian down the order. Those back-to-back wins shifted momentum firmly back to Norris once again. So, Lando arrived at Spa with championship momentum and secured pole position. Everything seemed to be going his way. However, Piastri managed to slipstream past Norris at the restart, making a daring pass into Les Combes, and went on to win the Belgian Grand Prix. That win put Piastri back on top by 16 points and underscored just how evenly matched the duo were. Looking at where Norris stands in 2025, it's clear that Lando isn't just a really good driver. But despite his undeniable speed and growing consistency, there's still a sense that something is holding him back from truly dominating. That something, paradoxically, might be the very thing that's made him so popular in the first place. His emotional transparency, the same trait that brought a new generation of fans to McLaren through his streaming and off-track openness, can become a liability in the heat of battle. 2025 season is clearly showing that when everything is going right, he's unstoppable. But when pressure builds or strategy falters, those raw emotions sometimes spill over and disrupt the focus that separates champions from challengers. But I think that's really cool to have such a driver on the grid. He's honest about his anxiety, about how mental it is being championship favourite, and how much it winds him up when people slag him off on social media. Don't get me wrong, I support the guy, but until things in his head are not resolved, even with the best car McLaren's built in years and a title in reach, he might still fall short this season. Not because he isn't good enough, but because the final step to greatness requires a kind of detachment he hasn't fully mastered yet. Or do you think Norris will finally get it together in the second half of the season? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.
Excellent video. Very nice breakdown of who he is as a person, his background, all that beautiful stuff. Good God. He was just super young. Super young. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much-deserved love. It's a beautifully done video. Also, check out their channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. Certainly. All right, let's bring up some information on Lando and jump into it. There we go. Quiz. 10 questions on McLaren world champions after Lando Norris's title triumph. In 2025, Lando Norris became the latest driver to win the world championship with McLaren. To celebrate his victory, we've knocked up. You've done what to the quiz? A quickfire quiz all about the racers who claimed the crown with the Wang team. Is this? Oh my gosh. It's behind the paywall. You jerks. Formula One, come on now. What's with this paywall crap? Oh, all right. No big deal. No title drive for Norris in streets of Woking. Formula One team has confirmed it will not be hosting events to celebrate Lando Norris's first world championship win. It's posted a couple days ago, 8 days ago. McLaren, which is based in the Surrey town, secured the drivers and constructors double this year. Its first since 1998. Good grief. Some of you were not alive when this happened. MP Wolf Forster says the team is putting Woking on the map for all the right reasons, and it means we, as a town, have got some civic pride. Said he remembered Mika Hakkinen, maybe, driving around the town in a Formula One car when he won the 98 championship, but McLaren have now confirmed that will not be the case this time around. I'm sure that was a liability. In December, the council leader wrote to McLaren's CEO to congratulate the team. She said, "I do hope that we can celebrate this historic achievement locally. February's town center celebration of your 24 Constructors' Championship was a tremendous success with activities fully booked and exceptional community engagement. We'd be delighted to support your future plans so our community can once again share in the pride of your success." On Thursday, the BBC asked McLaren about their plans for celebrating Norris's win, but a spokesperson said, here we go, quote, "I'm afraid we won't be hosting any celebrations in Woking this time, unfortunately, as the team are super busy preparing for the season ahead." Oh, come on. That sounds ridiculous. To knock up something in older UK slang is to make something, like knock up a set of shelves. Interesting. It's kind of funny. In US, it's not that. I used to work in a cafe. Nice. I remember my grandma got lost once when driving and nearly turned onto the racetracks. That's funny. That seems like a total cop-out. Oh, we're just super busy preparing for the season ahead. It's the off season, or it was. It will come as disappointment to those hoping to see Norris driving through the streets after becoming the first Brit to win the driver's title since Sir Lewis Hamilton in 2020. That's terrible. They had all that time and they didn't do it, huh? Look at how close that was. We're talking 2 points. 2 frickin' points. That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts. Jenson Button admits he was dead wrong about Lando Norris's downfall in Formula One. Lando Norris won the Formula One title in December, becoming Britain's first new Formula One world champion since Jenson Button in 2009. Norris is the 11th British world champion overall and third to lift the trophy in McLaren colors after James Hunt and Lewis Hamilton. It was clear from the outset that Norris would be a star in F1, but some questioned whether he had the edge required to become truly great. Kind of like that video. Dang. Where does Lando Norris rank among Britain's Formula One world champions? Obviously, this is the first one, so it's kind of crazy to compare. Lewis Hamilton was 7, Jackie Stewart 3, Jim Clark 2, Graham Hill 2, and then everybody else with 1. Indeed, Norris scored 15 podiums before winning his first race, which was an F1 record. He entered a season with the fastest car for the first time in 2025, but a string of errors in the first 10 races raised doubts over his title prospects. Let's see. One theory was that Norris was too emotional and insufficiently ruthless to prevail in a title fight. Maybe he's just very good at turning it on when it needs to be on. You know what I mean? You know, very personable, funny, you know, not very ruthless in real life. And then he gets on the track and he does what he does. His talent is unquestionable. His speed is just insane. I remember the first test he did in Hungary in the McLaren. Immediately, he was super quick. Button certainly wasn't the only one in the paddock who feared for Norris. Piastri, Oscar, initially appeared far more calm and collected. Now the narrative about Norris in the paddock has changed, which is good. And he is being praised for owning his emotions. It's funny how winning changes things, isn't it? And if he was losing, they would continue on with that line. Now, what'll be interesting is if he doesn't win, will they go back to that line? Oh, he's not ruthless enough. He's too in touch with his emotions. He's too emotional. He's not, whatever. It'll be interesting to see if they go back to that. That seems like something that they would use against him again. Racing so emotionally on and off the track has opened him up a lot to scrutiny in the paddock. Not only was when he's made a mistake, but generally. Particularly this year, so much of the talking points were comparing him to his younger, less experienced teammate, Oscar, who is so cool, calm, and collected. At one point, 6 races into the season, Oscar was champion-elect because Lando just didn't seem to have what it took. Yeah, those are the kind of people that backstab you as soon as they get the chance, right? Oh, he's too emotional. He's too emotional. He wins. Oh, he's doing great. He's fantastic. He starts to lose again. Oh, he's too emotional. He's not cool, calm, and collected like the other guy. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Red Bull chief thinks Mercedes made up stories about their 26 engine to attract Max Verstappen. Oh, my gosh. To be fair, wouldn't you want to attract him as well? Oscar Piastri, a potential victim of unconscious McLaren bias towards Lando. A highly debatable point from a former F1 exec. Oscar could have been the victim of unconscious bias from McLaren in his F1 title fight with teammate Lando last season. That is the verdict of somebody who spent 7 years working at McLaren before joining the FIA and then the Renault Alpine operation where he served as executive technical director. Analyzing the reasons for Piastri's championship demise that saw him open up a 34-point cushion over Norris, commanding a 104-point bridge to Max Verstappen, following his 7th victory of the season and taking the checkered flag at the Dutch Grand Prix. Following that, Piastri failed to win again and managed only 3 additional podiums. Interesting. Feels there was a combination of factors that culminated in Piastri's demise, initially technical, relating to track grip and the fact that his driving style is more or less adapted to some circuits, some track conditions, or the way he drives the car. At the end of the day, it's always a mix between the actual driving style and the way to extract performance out of the car. Also suggests some mental aspects to the collapse, describing it as interesting, notably given the Azerbaijan GP weekend when Piastri crashed in both qualifying and the race. First part of the season, we were marveling at such a young driver being so strong mentally. No emotion, aka Lando's too emotional, etc. I don't want to say there were mental issues because I don't know it for a fact, but it feels like there was a mental element there, especially in Baku with a spectacular mistake that wasn't typical of him. Bad qualifying and the mistake during the race that certainly didn't help his confidence. What? He had a conversation with someone from the Piastri camp just after the Qatar race, followed what he described as McLaren's disaster strategy call as it failed to adapt the mandated two-stop plan due to the concerns over Pirelli's tires. That cost Oscar what should have been a very, very dominant win from a very dominant weekend. I'm not going to name that person, but we did have a long chat about the season, and they did say they felt a bit like the McLaren camp had favored Lando. And I said, you know what? I suspect that if I spoke to someone from Lando's camp, they would probably say that they felt there were some moments when the team favored Oscar. And he said, yeah, you're probably right. I don't really believe that the team favored Lando, at least not consciously or strategically if you want. Whether there were some elements where Lando, who has been the wonder kid of the team for years, there was an unconscious kind of bias towards him that can't be excluded. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Come on now. We all have our unconscious biases in various aspects of our lives, but I don't think it was a strategic decision. I don't think it was discussed. Oh my gosh. Every team has a 1 and 2, isn't that correct? Every team has a 1 and a 2. I doubt they look at both the drivers and go, there are guys. Oh gosh, no man. People that truly believe Lando was favored to the point where Oscar was affected as a McLaren were sabotaging Oscar to somehow give Lando all the points is so stupid. Oscar has a confidence knock, and even Oscar's dad said that people must shush about the favoritism. It's crazy. Backstab, but are quick to celebrate and be like, I always knew you could do it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jace. Oh, he's too emotional. That's why he's not winning. Oh, wow, he's great. You know, I think he just changed the sport. And as soon as he shows any sign of decline, they're going to be like, it's probably his emotions. Emotions are getting the better of him. McLaren have number 1 and 2, and that's what they stick with. Yeah. Yeah, they have no 1 and 2. I felt like all of them have a 1 and 2. I guess maybe it's more obvious in Max's case. Like, he's clearly the one. Like, do you think his teammates just like, you know, well, I think I'm not as good as Max because there's an unconscious bias leaning towards Max. It's just like, what? Like maybe they, you know, they think that Lando's their guy, so they purposely machine the vehicle towards Lando and not the other person. And that's what they're considering unfair. But I love how the guy even said, like, well, when Oscar was winning earlier in the season, do you think they had an unconscious bias towards Oscar? And the other guy's just like, yeah, okay. Like, I think whoever's winning is going to be the favorite or the darling, you know? Every team has one, but because there's such an equal talent in McLaren, they don't want to choose. That's fair. I think it was said in Oscar's agreement, it was said that Oscar can't be a number 2. Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like they have, I wouldn't say equal talent, but pretty close to equal, right? Like, they are very close. Like, it's not like one great driver and the other one's middle of the pack, just struggling to keep up. I guess that becomes easier, you know, not having to worry about number 1, number 2, because they're both great. Now, if you were to have a team that, you know, you had a great driver and then just a struggle bus, yeah, it becomes a little easier. And then you're just on the hunt trying to find somebody to try to keep up. Kind of seems like what Red Bull's kind of going through, or Racing Bulls, excuse me. Oh my gosh. That article was wild. Absolutely wild. It's like, do you think they have unconscious bias? Probably not. I mean, yeah, if Oscar finished like number 15, yes, probably. They're both very good. I do think at the moment Lando's better. It's quite literally statistical facts, but people would get so mad if someone said that. Yeah. I mean, all you have to go on is how they place, right? How many podiums, how many wins, etc. That's really the only thing you can judge them on. I mean, I guess you could do it like who's got the faster lap here and there, and well, this person's technically faster on this course, so you know, maybe they're on this track, maybe they're better, like maybe, but at the end of the day, that's how it shook out, right? That's how it shook out. Lando, Max, Oscar. And there's a bit of a gap between Oscar and George. So really, it's just kind of a triple head here. And then it's a huge drop off. Crazy. That is... Oh, man. To get 0 points? Oh. That's got to be brutal. That has got to be brutal. What are those team meetings like for Alpine? That's got to be so bad. I would not want to be a part of those team meetings. At that point, you're just like barely there. Barely. Lando would have won by more if it wasn't for McLaren's mess ups, but people say McLaren did everything to get Norris the championship. I bet they did. Why would they sabotage themselves? You know? Like maybe they weren't on their game technically, you know? But there's no doubt they were trying to win. Like, I don't think anybody would believe they were trying to throw it. Like, disqualification lost him 18 points. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is... I was genuinely stunned because I think like the last video before the championship was decided, the last F1 video I reacted to, one of the articles was just like Max just saying like, it's over, season's over. He's just racing, just, you know, going through the motions, I guess. And then I looked at the final standings. I'm like, what the hell happened? What happened? Why? What? How is it this close? In the second to last race? Yeah, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right. Lando Norris. Heck of a year. That's a great way to make a stamp on the world, is what that is. At such a young age, too. It's crazy. Next up is Jackson Wang, and the music video is titled Blow. 40 million views 3 years ago. Can't say I've ever heard the song, but I'm looking forward to it. The thumbnail is quite interesting. Yes, it is your request. The thumbnail is quite interesting, and it's a very interesting pairing with the title. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. I do have voice boost on. I wonder if it... Oh, okay. It doesn't work with this. Good. Okay. For the other videos, I put voice boost on the videos so you could hear it a little bit easier. Sometimes the music and the voices are a little too close. But this will be good. Let's go ahead and jump into this Jackson Wang Blow. Looks like a heck of a night. Thankfully, it did not.
It tastes like cigarettes. I hit it every chance I get. Girl, you got me dripping sweat. You pull me back every time I quit. Yeah, it tastes like cigarettes.
Give it a little bit more sound. Come on now.
Let you play me like an instrument. But I'm addicted to it. Yeah, I'm addicted to it. Yeah, yeah. I felt it coming and I couldn't escape. I'm in the belly of the beast again. My dirty secret that keeps me awake. Don't stop now, you got me ready to blow.
I got to.
Cigarettes. I got a problem, think I'm into it. I breathe her in and hold it in my chest. I take a hit and let it burn my lips. Burn my lips. Hey. I felt it coming and I couldn't escape. I'm in the belly of the beast again. My dirty secret that keeps me awake. Don't stop now, you got me ready to blow.
Oh, wow.
You got me blowing away.
I never thought I'd see such a pro cigarette smoke video or anything in 2022. That's kind of shocking in a way. The video's phenomenal. Music is catchy as hell.
Twinkle, twinkle, where's the star? Passed out in the back of my car. Blacked out from the night before. How we let it get this far?
K-pop band as well as a solo singer. I love that. I love that about K-pop, is that they let them have their own thing as well as be part of a cool group. That's so neat. So neat. That was awesome. Oh my gosh. You know what the video kind of... I was looking at the style of the video and I'm like, this kind of reminds me of Panic at the Disco. Like the theme, the setting. Like I could easily see Brendan Urie like there doing something. That was very, very good. Dang, that was catchy as hell. I loved it. I loved it. That is great. Wow. The album is Magic Man. Focus on Jackson's solo stuff? Absolutely. Great song. Dang. Wow. I'm like taken back by it. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Check out his other music as well. I'm sure it's good. Magic Man 2 is out now. Well, there you go. You got 2 albums to go research. Go listen. All right, let's go ahead and bring up some information on Jackson. Dang, that was impressive. Absolutely impressive. Hong Kong rapper, singer, songwriter. After career as a competitive fencer, really. Joined a boy band, which debuted under JYP Entertainment in 2014. Founded the Chinese record label Team Wang in 2017, serving as creative director, lead designer for its fashion brand, Team Wang Design. Released his first solo album, Mirrors, in 2019, which peaked at number 32 on the US Billboard 200. Wow. Followed by his second album, Magic Man, in 2022, which peaked at number 15. His third album, Magic Man 2, reached number 13. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's super impressive. They keep getting better and better and higher on the list. Ranked 40th on the Forbes China Celebrity 100 in 2019. 41st in 2020. 10th in 2021. Dang. 33 million followers on Instagram, ranking first among Chinese celebrities. Also has a large fan base on platforms such as YouTube and Spotify. Fastest Chinese artist to reach 10 million views on Vivo. Dang. 31 years old. Shocking. His father was an Olympian fencer. Ooh. His mother was a gymnast of the Chinese national team. So he's got unbelievably athletic genes. His older brother did gymnastics and played rugby. At the age of 7, started learning gymnastics floor exercises from his mother. But 3 years later, despite having been selected for the Hong Kong team, he gave up because it was hindering his height growth. Oh, I've heard about that. He moved to fencing after his father took him to see the national team training, and after taking an enrichment class in primary school. For the next 2 or 3 years, his father, who at the time was the Hong Kong team's head coach, taught him the basics. Then Wang was selected for the youth fencing team and began formal training. He is just good at sports, period, apparently. Wow. Despite being selected for the Hong Kong team in gymnastics, then he went into fencing, which are not related in any sphere. At the age of 12, he participated in the national games, won his first gold medal, finished 5th at the Senior World Satellite Cup, 3rd at the Asian Junior and Cadet Championships, ranked number 1 in Cadet and Junior Sabre in Hong Kong, and in Youth Sabre in Asia, and number 11 in the world, Junior Sabre. Oh my gosh. As part of the Hong Kong national fencing team, he won 1 total Asian gold medal, 3 national gold medals, 9 internationals, and Hong Kong gold medals. Wow. He was an Olympian for fencing, has the Olympics tattoo on his arm. I mean, kind of stunned here. After winning the gold medal at the 2012 London Olympics, he moved to Seoul, South Korea for his K-pop training in 2011, dropped out of school, turned down 2 scholarships offered by Hong Kong University and Stanford for fencing. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a talent. Holy crap. What a life. At 31, he's lived. He's lived a life. That's crazy. The Party Zombies are out for fun in Jackson Wang's Blow. First single off his English-only album, Magic Man. Excuse me. Some people are just too talented. Some save some talent for the rest of us, right? I feel like a lot of that just passed us by. What happened? Did we miss the sign up or something? I don't know. What do you do when you have a giant pile of party zombies passed out wearing distressed Victorian era outfits in your living room? Probably start asking questions is what I would do. If you are Jackson Wang, formerly of K-pop Heartthrobs, GOT7, recently of Pan the Pack, and soon to be releasing an all-English album entitled Magic Man, which is out now, go listen to it. Then you put on your new song and make them work. Blow is Jackson's ode to Maroon 5. Oh, okay. Mixed with a little bit of White Stripes. And a hip-hop attitude. Shows why Jackson is the next performer on a global scale about to pop. Jackson's one of the party zombies piled in the living room. When the video starts, they are half dead, but as soon as the guitar riff comes on, Jackson is up with his chorus. It tastes like cigarettes. I hit it every chance I get. Girl, you got me dripping sweat. You pull me back every time I quit. He goes on, and the party zombies are getting fired up by snapping, dancing, looking a bit more alive. He rocked the pink corset in that video too. Special thing about Jackson is that he has a flair for the dramatic. He knows what looks good in his groups, his videos, his designs for Team Wang. He's got his fingers in a lot of pies and has set himself up to be the next global superstar. The year 2022 will be huge with the release of Blow and his album Magic Man. I would say that was a hell of a video. Great single. Personal risks and taking chances. A little Rolling Stone interview. The rapper, singer, and producer talks about learning everything on his own, the pains and rapture of bringing something so close to his heart to life. This was just written a couple days ago. At the core of the Jackson Wang Magic Man albums is the titular persona, someone who's descended into hell and back, to be reborn as a man towing the line between light and darkness. It's no secret that Wang has alluded to the Magic Man as an alter ego, representation of what he has gone through since he pursued a solo career. Initially conceived for the first Magic Man album in 2022, Wang continued the saga this year with Magic Man 2, an 11-track affair written and produced by himself. Magic Man 2 is his most personal outing yet, an album that expands on the soundscape of the first Magic Man while holding everything closer to his heart. Too close, since Wang said that all the songs are culled straight from his journals. Interesting. I think the Magic Man represents my alter ego, how I feel. Being in this industry and in reality, life could suck, you know? Oh yeah, we know. We know. And life could be really realistic, and people, even your best friends, could betray you. Indeed. Life could be a good place, but it could also be a terrible place. As Dickens said, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the lightest of times, it was the darkest of times. This album is very personal to me, talking about my story in those 3 or 4 years of my life. That's how I felt being a part of the industry. That's why it's so dark. Interesting. I do love how honest he is. An interviewer said his skin was great. What was his skincare routine? And he was like, makeup, lots of makeup. Between prior to finishing Magic Man 2, Wayne took a 8-month hiatus. I'm sure that was well needed, clearly. Let's see here. Let's get to the actual conversation here. Magic Man 2 is talking about who I am as a person. I think coming from K-pop and also where I grew up, I've never, even as a solo artist, released something like that. I've never talked about who I am. I do think a lot of fans, or even the people who know of me, know who I am, what I've been through, how I feel as a human. So I think it's important to address that, and it's one of those personal albums that I feel like I need as an artist. It wasn't strategized for a commercial purpose or talking about stuff that people want to hear. It's one of the albums that I did for myself, and I think I need it. Every artist needs that. Would you say you're more involved in making this album than you were with the first one? I feel like a lot of people don't understand, especially, I think it's a big stereotype to like Asian artists or even K-pop artists. People think the company makes everything. The artist just needs to come and cut the song. I spend a year creating everything myself in this album, so I don't think it's like participating. I think other people are participating in my album. That's probably a big stereotype. The big companies just kind of do everything and then just throw it at the artists, and they're like, dance, sing. You're just like, yes, absolutely. What else can I do for you? Over the course of those albums, even the first one you did before Magic Man Mirrors, what are the things that you've had to learn as a musician, as a writer, as a producer? I think it's more about the skill set level, but I think the hardest part is finding your sound, just like it is finding your voice. Both things are difficult. If you're an author, finding your voice is like the biggest thing you can do. Being able to express who you are, managing and balancing everything in production. For example, in making the album, the music and the visuals, the outfits, just every piece of the puzzle needs to make sense. And a lot of times it can easily go wrong because there are different divisions. Let's just say for a music video, there's a script, then there's directors. Do you source it out to? And when they see your script, they analyze it, they have a different perspective of it. When you film it, that could be different too. When you impose how you edit it, that could turn out wrong too. So I think too many hands. Too many hands. You're also involved in terms of creative direction, even the tour, everything I created from scratch, from writing and creating. Every time I start a project, I make a deck. And at the end of the day, I think one of those things I learned is that no one can help you besides yourself. No one can do it for you. I feel like the first time, I think I'm proud that I get to do it, not to compromise and to serve anybody, even in the performance. I hope people in my community or the people who don't know me, when they listen to my album, because the entire album is talking about how I recovered from like really dark days in my life, I hope that the album could give encouragement and inspiration to other people, sharing my story besides just make music and besides just performance and concert. They could take away the message that I'm trying to say. Let's see. We all have good hearts, right? But we have boundaries. When people try to manipulate you and step over your boundary, you just got to be a you know what, right? But to them, it might look like a you know what. But all you're doing is just protecting your own will. Well, yeah. You might look like a jerk, but you're protecting yourself, right? It's your boundaries. Everybody has a right to their own boundaries. One of the Magic Man 2 songs has got to be a... Because sometimes you got to be one. Indeed. Indeed. That is very true. And you know what's funny? It might seem like you're, a jerk, as we'll say. But that's only to them. In reality, you're just being who you need to be in that moment. Can you talk about working in Team Wang, transitioning from a star? Normal people think like, oh, Jackson, you probably have like 100 people on your team when you do Coachella, when you do this. There are so many people that think this is for you, and all you got to do is just wake up, make up, and just show up and leave. I wish I had that. I wish I would die right now to have a team like that, but reality doesn't work like that. I guess it's innate for people who are creative to really want to take charge of their own. Well, it definitely helps to have any sort of staff. Well, you definitely need a staff regardless. Just depends on how many, I guess. This is the first time I'm telling my fans who I am, how I feel, not to be afraid of it. And like I mentioned, are they supporting the Jackson that they know, or are they supporting me? But who am I? That was the point of Magic Man 2. That I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know if I'm who everyone thinks I am, or I am the one who I think I am. But the problem is I didn't know who I was because I was singing a lot of songs, performing a lot of things that I didn't even know. Yeah, that's funny. That's interesting. That's a very identity crisis thing to say, which is probably not surprising for a lot of artists in the industry to kind of go through that. It's like, all of a sudden you're just a megastar and you're like, these people don't even know who I am, who I am as a person. And then you finally get the opportunity, as Jackson did, and you finally, are able to put yourself out there. People get a little bit more, bigger slice of you. Very cool. Very, very cool. Jackson Wang on the self-serving Magic Man 2. This album's for me. It's not ear candy.
I can be able to climb back. Yeah, this is what I believe.
Yeah.
Touch wood, fuck. reality, you just go down.
Yeah.
Right. Your whatever bubble, that aura that you had is not gonna be, because you're not active anymore. Right. So, but then, like I said, at the end of the day, it's just a choice. It's just a choice that we make.
Yeah.
Are we willing to lose something and gain something? But what you're gaining, is it more valuable to you? So that I just chose what my heart was telling me. Yeah.
Was that a concern for you, or that you might lose the things that you kind of built up over the last 10 years if you took a long break?
I think I definitely lost so much, but it's just another mentality. Just I never had anything to begin with, so fuck it, So
Hey, sometimes you just got to say F it. Sometimes you just got to do it. Global superstar returns after a year off with a fresh outlook and a focused, heartfelt new album. I've been here for 2 days already, but it feels like I've been here for 2 years. It's in Paris with the global superstar whose reputation for always being on the go is playing out in real time. He's juggling parties, events for his Team Wang design collaboration with Billionaire Boys Club, and promo for his just new released album, Magic Man 2. This was back in July. Every single day, I've slept like 2-3 hours. Oh my gosh. I would not be functioning. I would be so hopped up on caffeine that I'd be shaking uncontrollably. Oh, one of the Grateful Dead guys died. Bob Weir. Interesting. So during the, let's see, for over 10 years in the industry, I was just running nonstop. I didn't even have time to feel. I was just outputting. There was nothing coming in. During that year that he took off, he wrote personal diaries processing the experiences he had been through, eventually turned them into introspective, reflective songs that make up the album. I think this album is definitely self-serving. It's very personal to me. It's one of those albums that as a performer, as a singer, as an artist, I needed in my life. I think, okay, this is Jackson. I think for a lot of us living in society every single day, there's a lot of different standards, right? That's the reality of things, right? There's a different standard that you hold yourself to at home as opposed to at work or at school or visiting a grandparent or whatever. You always hold yourself to different standards. That's the reality of things. For me, I didn't know the person that I was because for more than 10 years, it was just like, do this, do that, do this. So it almost felt like, am I the me that people know, or am I me? Like, what is this? But that comes to the question, so what is me? I just needed time to not escape for myself. I just needed the time to not escape from myself and get to know myself better, how I feel about reality, society, humans, relationships. How do I feel about my family? What means the most to me? I think that was the person that I was always, not intentionally, escaping from. I faced it, and that's basically what the entire album's about. Why were you trying to escape that person? It was just very unintentional because, like I said, back-to-back schedules for more than 10 years, and from since I was an athlete. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. The amount of stuff he had to do, the Olympics, whatever, like that is just practice, practice, practice. There's no time to, like, stop. And he was doing gymnastics since he was a kid, and then he went into fencing, and then, oh, my gosh. It's just practice, competing. I swear I didn't even read that sentence. I just said it. It's just practice, competing in tournaments after tournaments, becoming a trainee, debuting as a group, and then pursuing my solo career. It's just what's next, what's next, what's next. But what does it even mean? Is this something I really want to do? A lot of people told me not to take the break, the industry, people around me, because the reality is if you stop, you just go down. People forget about you, all that stuff. That's true. That is absolutely true. If you're at the top of the game and everyone's talking about you and then you take time off, the more you take time off, the less and less you're going to be in the headlines, which is unfortunately everything to that kind of existence, career, whatever. It's just kind of brutal reality, but it's true. Whatever bubble, that aura you had is not going to be because you're not active anymore, right? But then at the end of the day, it's just a choice that we make. Are we willing to lose something and gain something? But what you're gaining, is it more valuable to you? So I just chose what my heart was telling me. Was losing the things that you built up over the last 10 years a concern for you? I think I definitely lost so much, but it's just another mentality. I never had anything to begin with, so F it, as we just heard him say. If I can be at a certain point, a certain moment, I have something, if I feel like I can, through hard work or through time or another better version of myself, I can climb back. That's what I believe. Touch wood. F. Imagine this interview comes out and I fail. But hey, this was what I chose, though. I appreciate his attitude. You just can't have everything in life, and even my brand, my team, the Team Wang design, it's all talking about personal stuff, life goals. Every launch is just about that stage of my life. What am I thinking? What's valuable to me? A lot of people think, oh, Team Wang design. Is it a merch line? Is it a brand or whatever? Just my personal closet. It's Jackson's closet. Any collaboration is just Jackson and friends. Even the music, the album. People ask me, what's the inspiration? There's no inspiration. A lot of my output after that year of taking a break has just been what I experienced, how I felt. Music, apparel, products is based off that. No inspiration. It's not like I sit in the park and then I'm looking at the sky. And all of a sudden, the inspiration comes. No, F that. I like this guy's attitude. I like Jackson a lot. Just from listening to him talk, it's pretty awesome. That's very funny. That's very, very funny. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Just kind of, kind of lost himself there. Obviously, obviously I'm not an Olympic athlete or, top K-pop artist. But I feel like, after years of, I can imagine if you're an Olympic athlete, you're spending all your time doing that stuff. You're trying to please others. Then you're representing your country. You're trying to please people in your country. You're trying to represent your country. You're trying to win. You're trying to win a medal. You're trying to, everything in your life has been working towards this medal. And if you don't win it, you're going to feel disappointed. And then the country's going to feel disappointed. And everybody's going to feel disappointed. And then you got to, whatever, try to regroup. You work on all that. And then after that, you go into K-pop, which is, a mile a minute. You're training. You're working on all that choreography, music, learning the music, multiple songs, multiple choreographies. You're doing, pop-ups. You're talking to the press. You're doing concerts. You're doing a world tour. You're doing albums. You're doing merch, you're doing, collabs, you're doing ambassadorships, you're doing all this different stuff. And I'm sure it's one of those things of just like, you have no time, absolutely no time to, oh my gosh, come on, Restream. I have the chat pulled up in a different window. It's just not, come on now. What even is going... Did they update this? Okay, I think it's working again. It told me I was disconnected. Anyway, I'm sure doing all that stuff, you lose perspective of who you are, what you like to do. Do you have free time? Do you have interests? Do you like to travel? I'm sure that year off was just so healing and everything. Like, I'm assuming that's why that album did so well, because it was just a year of finally taking a pause, taking a break, figuring out who the hell you are as a person, kind of taking stock of who you have around you, all that stuff. Like, it seems like it was very healthy for him to go through that, and he's got a great attitude, phenomenal attitude. Seems like he's very in touch with reality, which is surprising for somebody with Olympian parents. He was an Olympian, and then he was like a heartthrob in a K-pop group. Like, if anybody's ego should be the size of, I don't know what, the moon, it should be him. So it's nice to see someone like that who's accomplished all this by the age of 31 and is still in touch, still seems like he's just, doing his thing. He's not too, focused on, what people think and all that stuff. And he was willing to take a year off. Could you imagine being at the peak of whatever your career is or whatever you're doing and just go, you know what? I'm going to unplug for a year. I'm going to work on some other stuff. That takes a lot. That is impressive. Very impressive. Great song. I'm sorry, I just went into a philosophical rant. Great song. That was a lovely song. I'm sure the rest of his are just as good as Blow. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. It is FortPeat, being agents of chaos and cuteness. That was a tangent that just kept going. Can you tell I was like feeling passionate about it? Not that it was obvious or anything. Being agents of chaos and cuteness. Let's go ahead and jump into that, which is so funny. Agents of chaos and cuteness after I just went through that. Oh my gosh. All right. Detours along the way make the stream. Indeed. I'm glad you enjoy them. Sometimes my brain just goes. But all right, let's jump into this. Chaos and cuteness. Looking forward to it. Starting off with Taylor. That look at the camera. You know what's funny about that? He'll make those faces, but deep down, that's what keeps you young. Dan will keep Phil feeling young forever. Three years older? Yeah, that's not a huge gap. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard this song in forever.
ชอบไหมชอบผู้ชายผิวเข้มไหมครับ你喜欢黑皮的男生吗หล่อดิอ๋อหล่อ他说还是帅的ช่วงนี้เขาหน้ากลับมาแบบเป๊ะขึ้นอ๋อ现在感觉他的脸越很帅啊ขอบคุณนะ很帅Me and you and you and me and our friend Steve.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba, Steve. One's super affectionate and then the skinship, whilst the other's like, well, that's happening.
Look at me, I'm swabbing the bathroom. At night. Night, 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 no, 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 no.
แล้วใครฆ่าอะไรอย่างผมไม่รู้ให้ยืนไม่ได้ฆ่า
The brightness on that iPad is crazy. Jace. You funny, you funny.
เคยดูหรือเปล่า Lovely Runner มันน่ารักมากเลยนะลองไปดูไม่มันน่ารักมากจริงๆไม่ลองไปดูไม่ดูไม่ไปดูกับพี่ได้
พี่พีทผมเบื่อลิ้นอ่ะเบื่อลิ้นได้ลิ้นกันปะนอนนี่ได้นะพี่พีทเผื่อไหนอะห้องฉันเพื่อนเหนื่อยไหนห้องพี่อยู่ไหนขึ้นมาข้างบนห้องแยกเหรอนี่ห้องนี้พี่พีทเอาอะไรฮะพีทบอกให้หยุดผมหยุดเองฟอร์ดชอบไหนฟอร์ดก็หยิบมาเลยของครับตรงนี้เขาเหนื่อยเห็นว่าเก็บให้ก็ได้เราเก็บอยู่แล้วก็เลยถือไปอีกอันหนึงไม่เป็นไรอะไรอย่างเงี้ยใช่พี่ไม่เห็นเก็บให้เลยแต่ว่าชื่ออะไรนะชื่อพีทหรือเปล่า
Happy Birthday นะครับใครเกิดเดือนนี้ขอให้มีความสุขมากๆนะครับใครเกิดเดือนนี้ขอให้มีผมอยู่ข้างๆนะครับผมเกิดเดือนนี้
ชอบเสื้อกล้ามจังนี่ใส่ตอนมันแคตติ้งนะเสื้ออย่างเงี้ยทำไมชอบเสื้อกล้ามก็เลยชอบเสื้อกล้ามไม่ได้บอกชอบคุณหรือว่าชอบเสื้อกล้ามเขาบอกขอโทษได้ไหมล่ะก็ป้อนได้ไหมล่ะข้างหลังอ่ะ
That look. Oh my god.
Grips on your ways, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
ชอบไหมชอบทะเลไหม
Say what you will about Drake. The songs are pretty catchy.
ชอบทะเลเหรอขาวครับชอบขาวครับรับไม่เลือกนะรับไม่เลือกนะไม่ชอบคนน่ารักครับอ้าวแต่พีทเขาก็น่ารักนะใช่ผมไม่ชอบคนน่ารักมากเลยครับใช่ไหมถ้าเกิดไม่ชอบจริงๆอ่ะแล้วทำไมชอบมาอยู่ใกล้พี่อ่ะผมชอบคนที่โตกว่าเพราะรู้ว่าตอนแรกอะไม่ได้ชอบคนโตกว่าแค่ชอบคนที่ไม่งอแงแต่ว่าสุดท้ายแล้วตกตะกอนเลยว่าถ้าบางทีเคาะง่ายๆก็น่าจะเป็นคนที่โตกว่าอะไรเงี้ยแล้วก็โตกว่าแต่เรายังชอบคนที่มีความน่ารักอยู่ คนที่มีความหน้าเด็กอยู่ ก็ต้องโตกว่าด้วยแต่ต้องดูเด็กด้วยอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
พี่ยิ้มแล้วเป็นยังไง
I was
บ้าง
like, he is walking a tightrope.
น่ารักครับ
I would love just to be stuck to your side, or with anybody else, anybody else. It's enough just to keep us occupied. No go.
เฮ้ย มีคนหูแดงหนึ่งอัตราอุ้ยหูแดงกันหมดเลยทุกคนทุกคน เอาเป็นว่าคำตอบอยู่ที่หูแล้วกันนะ เอาคำตอบมาที่หู
ชอบแบบพี่น้องกัน
I could say I never undid those blue Levi's inside my head, but that's far from the truth. Don't know what's come over me. It seems like yesterday when I said we'll be friends forever. Heard constellations of stars, mules on city walls. I don't see nobody but you. You're my vice, you're my muse, you're a night.
คือทั้งเดือนทุกคนจะมีคอนเทนต์ให้ดูว่าเจ้านี่ทำอะไรเจ้านี่ทำอะไรผมตั้งมาแล้วเดี๋ยวคลิปที่1ก็เปิดตัวที่1ตัวที่3ให้น้องอยู่ไปเรื่อยๆตั้งกล้องรอไปเรื่อยๆอยู่วันหลังแบบนอนเกิดที่มีอิ้วตัวเดียวแล้วก็ไม่ได้อยู่กับมันด้วยจะไปเล่นเรื่องก็ได้วันนี้ไปเล่นกับอิ้วเนาะแต่เล่นไปเล่นได้ในทีหรืออยากกับอาบน้ำก็เล่นนะอยากอาบน้ำก็เล่นนะเฮ้ยพี่เก่งใจไม่อยากให้แบบว่าพ่อแม่ดูแลลูกเขาเองไงไม่เป็นไรผมอยู่คนเดียวอยากมีคนช่วยมีลูกต้อง6 ตัวตอนนี้โอ้ต้องมีคนช่วยไงช่วยเงี้ยมันจ้างล้างได้
I have the one and only 24 karat gold Labubu.
แกอยากจะทบตัวเราแกก็บอกดีไม่ใช่มาแกล้งชน มินมันจะรักเฮ้ยโดนขโมยน้ำได้ไงต้องรักคนแรงไม่เบาเลยนะเข้าไปเถอะ
รักเหนื่อยอ่ะผมทำไงอ่ะ
I wanna tell you what a blessing you are. Don't know how we
แต่พูดอย่างนี้นี่มูนรักเหนื่อยอ่ะมูนรักเหนื่อย
They don't know what we put in. Fell in love with my best friend, girl. You got values like my mama. Meet me at the altar. I think I wanna meet me at the altar in your white dress. I know that we're young, but I made my mind up. Put in too much time, girl. What's the old? I think we.
โอ้รักกันไม่ร้องไห้
ครับผม
3, 2, 1, go.
อุ้ยจะสิงชูอุ้ยมันสั่นตามากประเมินี่ว่าจะมารีวิวเลยฮะนี่ว่าจะมารีวิวเลยจูจิ้นอะไรจริงโอ้จูจิ้น
โอ้รักกันไม่ร้องไห้
ครูเลยนะครูเลยโอ้
Oh, I've done that before. Dumped almost the entire bag on the floor. It was brutal. Forever finding dried rice years after. I literally switched to you know that bagged rice where you just take out the bag of a box and then you throw it in the microwave and it's microwave rice or instant rice or whatever. I know it's blasphemous, but after dumping like an entire pound bag on the floor, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't deserve the power. That's the only rice I've ever eaten, the microwave rice. Hey, you know what? It's not terrible. Although a lot of people would say it's not great either. Yeah, the title of this, Chaos and Cuteness, is very accurate. There's a hell of a lot of chaos.
ทำอะไรกันในห้องน้ำอ่ะ
ห่วงมากไม่อยากให้คนอื่นเขาเห็นเยอะแต่ก็ห่วงแหมจากแอคชั่นมีคนอื่นจุ๊บมาจุ๊บบ้างไม่ได้อุ้ยโยดีเลยนะมันทำร้ายผมให้เหนื่อยไปอุ้ยตกใจ
The energy levels are just.
เขาบอกว่าให้เล่นแบบเจ็บปากมากทุกคนวันนี้ผมโดน
Someone recording that. Ew.
แล้วก็เลยล้มไปคู่กันเลยเป็นไงน้องทำน้องส่วนน้องแบบโรดส่วนน้องแบบโรดแบบรอเรือกระเดิดโรดให้อภัยอย่างให้อภัยเปล่าให้อภัยเปล่าง่ายเจ็บปากมากเลยจะเจ็บดีครับเอาไปเจ็บไม่จริงครับดูปืนเนี่ยหน่อยรีวิวมาสวนสัตว์ซาฟารีกับน้องฟอร์ดเวลาเปิดอังคารถึงศุกร์แต่วันนี้วันจันทร์
Oh my gosh.
เอาไปดีไปลูก
It's closed.
ทุกคนจะเป็นวันที่เรามา
Drive me insane.
That would be nerve-wracking.
เด็กมากเลยอ่ะตอนคนที่เด็กมากเพราะบางทีที่ผมแบบว่าพยายามแบบปล่อยหรือแบบอ่อยอะไรอย่างเงี้ยไม่รู้เรื่องอะไรเลยกลับบ้านไปไม่ต้องเรียนกลับบ้านกลับบ้านไม่กลับด้วยเอาไปสอนครูกลับเองละโอ้ครูขี้น้อยใจโอ้
เราเล่นกับพี่พีทเราได้เป็นแฟนตั้ง5 วันเราได้เป็นแฟนตั้ง5 วันไม่ได้ได้เป็นแฟนกี่วัน
ตลอดไป
ไม่ถามเขา
ระบบพัดมือชงใช่ไหมไม่ใช่
ไม่เราไม่ต้องการพัดลมตอนนี้เราต้องการแฟน
เสียใจด้วยเป่าลมไม่ดูเลยเสียใจด้วยเสียใจด้วยอยู่ที่ผมคนเดียว
นี่เราได้5 วันเรายัง
Fort's like, we'll have a conversation about this later, okay? Oh, little love bite. Oh.
ทุกคนครับภาพชัดหรือเปล่าครับ
ภาพชัดแต่เธอไม่ชัดเจน
Hello everyone
I'm okay I'm fine Kinshana Kinshana Ding Ning 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 Ning
Just shot right past it. Anyway, hello everyone.
Ford have performance today. Today have Ford, but not on the stage.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. Crazy. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. And also check out the channel. There might have other videos that might interest you. Let's go ahead and pull up some information on FortPeat, shall we? That was a lot of chaos. That was an unbelievable amount of chaos. Oh my gosh. They're very funny. They're extremely funny. You can tell they enjoy teasing each other quite a bit. Fort is a 25-year-old Thai actor, studied Faculty of Engineering, Industrial, Electrical, and Energy. Graduation ceremony was November 2025, so not that long ago, a couple months ago. Started acting in 2021 as a guest role in F4 Thailand Boys Over Flowers, and had his first main role in 2022's Love in the Air as Prapai, where he was part of the second couple and paired with Pete. Pete's a 28-year-old, oh my gosh, scandalous. 3 years older, oh my gosh. I don't know how they do it. How do they relate? He has a Bachelor of Digital Media, Faculty of Communication Arts. He started acting in 2022, starting with a support role in Oh My Sunshine Night. And in the same year, he had the main role of Sky in Love, main role of Sky in Love in the Air. 3 years is scandalous. Hello. Woo. Crazy. It's amazing they can even, have a conversation, let alone be, talking to each other. It's crazy. Their new show yesterday is with WeTV. All their previous shows were with the company Me Mind Why. Interesting name. And so many have speculated that this might be them leaving the company, though no official announcements have been made yet. As of writing, Thursday 15th, January 15th, Me Mind Why posted about them today, suggesting that they might be, might have been loaned out or simply allowed them to work with other companies. That seems charitable that seems rather charitable for a company. Companies are usually not that charitable, are they? Doesn't seem like it. That seems very charitable. I just realized I have to... There we go. That's a little better. That was driving me nuts. I'm glad I changed that. I looked up and I'm like, I don't think the green screen's totally cropped. Me Mind Why was founded by author Marme, appreciate the pronunciation, after deciding that she wanted more control over her books and being made into shows. That makes sense. Since her books are interconnected in the same universe, like Marvel, she didn't reuse actors until she did with Love Sea, with FortPeat, and The Boy Next Universe, and Boss Noel. Fort and Pete are both dual signed with the company AB Group. I just finished rewatching Love in the Air this morning. Nice. She doesn't have enough books for projects and rarely reuses actors, so loaning means more opportunities. Oh, good to know. Good to know. That makes sense. Yesterday, MDL synopsis. Let's check it out. The only thing I think of with yesterday is the Beatles song. And that, wasn't there that movie that came out called Yesterday? And it was based on the guy who basically took over the Beatles songs after everybody had like a mind wipe. I thought that was kind of a fascinating movie. Ver, heir of VPG Group, meets Kelvin, second son of King Group. Helps him fight for power against his half-brother Ken, who happens to be in love with Barbie, after being betrayed and fleeing to Chiang Mai with Nana's help. One day, Ver reunites with Kelvin. Together, they must face Ken and Barbie, now married to Leyland and ruling Lloyd Group, with their lives on the line. Ooh. That is very confusing. That is such a confusing summary. Like it told us nothing. There's a rivalry with these two and that guy. And now he's running this other thing. And they could die. Oh, I love the descriptions on MDL. They're always so like randomly vague. Do 26 days feels like an eternity away. First episode was delayed. February 9th is now airing instead on January 26th. Wait, what? You mean January 26th is now airing on February 9th? That would make sense. 11 most anticipated BL series. Cool. Very, very cool. Trailer for Yesterday came out this week. Warning for graphic self-harming on screen. Oh boy. All right, so we're definitely good. Oh. Are we gonna get age restricted on this? She made the universe so confusing by reusing actors, though. So do you mean two characters who aren't related look exactly the same, and their partners look exactly the same too? That's funny. Toxic relationship.
แล้วมึงรู้ได้ไงกูอยู่ไหนผมก็รักคุณรักที่ไม่ถึงการโกหกตอแหลรักที่มึง
Okay, you know what? Let's try to miss. Let's look for the clean sections. I think this is probably good.
PG Group เนี่ยสนใจธุรกิจด้านโรงแรมทาง Kings Group ของเราก็ควรจะเป็นพันธมิตรอันดับแรกๆที่ควรจะนึกถึงนะครับรอให้โปรเจกต์ของเราสำเร็จก่อนเถอะแล้วถ้าทั้ง3เครือเนี่ยมารวมกันแล้วเนี่ยจะต้องยิ่งใหญ่ในอาเซียนแน่นอน นี่ลูกชายอาอีกคนหนึ่งเฮวินนายก็ไม่ต้องสนผมอยากทวงคืนความยุติธรรมให้กับแม่ผมแล้วก็ทุกๆอย่างที่ควรจะเป็นของผมคุณจะร่วมมือกับผมไหมมึงคิดว่ามึงทำอย่างนี้แล้วมึงจะได้ทุกอย่างไปงั้นเหรอฮะเห็น
ไอ้เคนนั่นน่ะมันโง่จะตายใครๆก็รู้แล้วคุณพ่อยังจะหลับหูหลับตาเอามันมาเป็นลูกเขยจริงๆ
ลิ้นสกปรกล้างได้แต่ชื่อสิ่งที่แปดเปื้อนเนี่ยมันไม่มีวันกลับมาขาวสะอาดได้เหมือนเดิมหรอกนายนี่เหมือนเดิมไม่เปลี่ยนเลยนะทำไมถึงพาผู้ชายคนอื่นมาที่นี่เวียเรากลับมาเป็นเหมือนเดิมกันได้ไหม
กูรักมึงกูช่วยทุกอย่าง
Oh, if I tried to skip it and I still wasn't able to do it. I got too invested. Way too invested.
มันก็มีแต่คนที่มีอำนาจมากพอเท่านั้นแหละที่จะรักษาหลักแท้ไว้ได้
Oh my gosh, the audio in Love in the Air, the microphones were attached to their shirts and you heard every crinkle of their clothing. Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
ผมจะทำให้คุณกลับมารักผมให้ได้และเราจะอยู่ด้วยกันจนวันตาย
Ooh, that sounds like a threat. You will love me. Explain their characters to the press.
เป็นบทหนึ่งที่ผมว่าเป็นผู้ชายคนหนึ่งที่บูชาความรักแหละเขาศรัทธากับความเชื่อแล้วก็เชื่อในสิ่งที่เขาอยากที่จะซัพพอร์ตอยากที่จะให้รวมถึงคนนี้คือเควินใช่ในช่วงแรกที่เขาเจอเขามองว่าคนนี้คือคนที่น่าสงสารและพร้อมที่จะช่วยเหลือแต่อยู่ดีอะไรก็เกิดขึ้นไม่รู้กลับกลายเป็นเขาเองที่โดนหักหลัง
สวัสดีครับผมรับบทเป็นเควินนะครับเรียกสั้นๆว่าเควินครับครับผมก็ตัวละครเควินผมก็เป็นอยู่ในครอบครัวที่ฐานะคือร่ำรวยเรียกว่าพอๆกับเวียเลยแต่ว่าที่เขาเรียกว่าพื้นฐานนันดรของเขาเนี่ย เติบโตมาด้วยลำแข้งของตัวเองแต่ว่าด้วยความพยายามเองก็ทำให้เขาแบบว่าไต่เต้ามาจนถึงแบบว่า
How did they not realize
ได้นะครับซึ่งผมมองว่าตัวละครตัวนี้มีความ
You know what that tells me? They didn't have anyone live listening to the audio. Like they didn't have an audio engineer listening to that. Because how are you not hearing that?
เป็นเด็กมีความใส่ซื่อด้วยความที่ว่าเขาจะต้องเรียนรู้ทุกอย่างด้วยตัวเองเลยทำให้ว่ากับบางเรื่องเขามีความใหม่มากๆแต่เขาก็เป็นคนที่เก่งในเรื่องของการทำธุรกิจอยู่เหมือนกันเพราะงั้นก็พอหลังจากที่เขาได้มาเจอกับเวียแล้วเขาเปรียบเสมือนแบบฟิลรักแท้รักแรกรักแท้ที่แบบว่าเธอคือคนดีคนแรกที่เข้ามาในชีวิตฉันจริงไม่แต่ว่าก่อนก็อยากพูดไม่เคยพูดว่าพี่พีเรื่องนี้คงดำใช่ไม่จริง Green Flag
Green Flag
ทุกคนอยากให้ทุกคนติดตั้งแต่ครั้งแรกที่ผมได้รับบทนี้ทั้งพี่ผู้กำกับ
Black Flag worse than red
ครูที่สอนการแสดงหรือแม้ทั้งตัวผมเองก็รู้สึกว่ามันยากมิติมันเยอะครับมันเหมือนตัวละครเขามีซับเทคอยู่ในหัวตลอดเวลาแต่หลังจากที่ผมใช้เวลาเยอะมากทุกคนในการแบบศึกษาว่านิสัยเขาเป็นยังไงโลกนี้เป็นนิสัยเขาเป็นยังไงนิสัยเขาเป็นยังไงพยายามศึกษาให้แบบว่าไปถึงตัวเขาจริงๆก็รู้สึกว่าอ่ะมันมีที่มาที่ไปของเขาครับทำให้เราเข้าใจตัวเขามากขึ้น
ก็เป็นบทหนึ่งที่ผมว่าเป็น
Very interesting. It's been confirmed it'll start airing February 9th after being delayed from 26th airing. That confirms it. Photos of FortPeat at the worship ceremonies for their 3 shows together. Love in the Air, Love Sea, and Yesterday. Very nice. Those two love their angst. That's so cool. Very cool. Fort has a minor role in the currently filming BL Touch Me, Teach Me as Big Boss. Fort and Pete, along with Love in the Air co-stars Boss Noel, have won an award for building relations between Japan and Thailand. Interesting. Relationship award. Very interesting. By building relations between Japan and Thailand. The ceremony will be held in February 8th, so a day before. Can't wait to see them get their awards. So proud of them. Very neat. It's a good thing. 2 of their shows have now had Japanese remakes. Very cool. They had dinner with the team behind Yesterday and were crowned because reasons? Well, there you go. Nice. Very nice. Oh, after the blessing ceremony. Nice. Fort has a dog named Cola, who came with them to the blessing ceremony ahead of the show airing. He's even wearing his own Yesterday shirt. Oh my gosh. That is not a dog, that is a bear. That is a cute and cuddly bear. A vicious, cute, cuddly bear. That is no dog, that is a bear you are seeing. They might look cute, but that thing's going to grow up and it'll rip your face off. Guaranteed. For Pete and Cola at the blessing ceremony for Yesterday, the series. Again, bear. That is a bear. Who sold him a bear and claimed it's a dog? That's a good question. Very Paddington indeed. You know, you think they're cute, and then you hear that news story about that person that had, you know, a bear they thought was a dog, and then all of a sudden, one day, they just stopped existing. It's kind of crazy. I'm just saying, look out. It's a crazy, catchy song about one-night stands. I've never heard that song before. And then I started listening to the lyrics. I'm like, wait, what? Pete in Fort's lap, period. Haven't heard this song forever. I was like, this song's catchy. And I listened to the lyrics. I'm like, oh. And our friend Steve. Tears stream down your face. We all know it's Coldplay. We all know. Ford is very affectionate. Pete tolerates it. But secretly, he loves it. TikTok users pick the most random songs. Yeah, very true. That's what I've definitely experienced here. We did say the same thing, correct? I mean, it's obvious. It's very obvious. Their Happy New Year photo shoot, because at Todd Reacts, we are timely. Dang, I did not do a New Year photo shoot. That's probably my favorite. Just me with a little snack. The wink. Christmas photo shoot. We're going back in time. Oh, they got extra blush. It's cold. It's cold out there. That is a heck of a coat. Thai actor Christmas photo shoots go hard. They always eat. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. What Fort did for Pete's 26th birthday.
Was that 25th birthday party? That where he went.
He did
remember
all the gifts.
He said, I didn't get to be there for all the birthdays up till now. So I will give you gifts for every birthday. He was up all night long. He did a box for every birthday. He hand wrote on all of them. He put messages in each one, and he like a baby gift. A gift
Let's not
for
set
1 year old,
unrealistic
and a message in
expectations,
each
okay?
one. And at his birthday, he rolls. He has to start help.
I don't want to hear if he could, he would, or if he would, he should, or whatever the heck that's called.
One of the first things he did was that 25th birthday party?
I don't want to hear it.
The money tree thing he has, the one-piece boat that he made.
If he wanted to, he would.
He made it. For Pete.
I don't want to hear it.
That's when he got his first kiss on the mouth or cheek, like Pete initiated, where he screamed and ran around, and then he
stop setting the standards,
piece,
okay?
like, almost life-size one-piece figurine thing. He put that together for Pete. Like, he gives Pete the best gifts. Then Pete turned around, and Pete's family makes these like figurine thingies. I forget, but what is it called? Music boxes. So was it last year or the year before? Pete handmade a music box of their family. So it's his dog, it's Fort's dogs. He made a music box.
Now that is thoughtful.
It's you can see how he always does circus theme. Fort does.
Yeah.
So it was circus themed. And I forget the song that played. They're very thoughtful, and they're like Max Nat to me in the way they're so
I was gonna say
thoughtful.
that's how Max Nat. Yeah.
It totally made me think of
Max Nat energy.
They're really thoughtful in the gifts they give each other, and there's very intentional. And Fort has been putting in work for years. One of the first things he did was that 20.
Honestly, from that video, it looks like Fort's been putting in work for a lot of years. Fort has been putting in a lot of work, is what came across there. To be continued. Excellent video of FortPeat. Great compilation. Excellent document. Shout out to Jace for helping put that together. I appreciate it. That was tons of chaos, definite cuteness, and dare I say, we're heading into a video that'll probably have a lot of that as well. This is the best of Dan and Phil. This is the final video of the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. It is a long one, so get something to drink, get something to eat, whatever you need, and let's jump into it. Here we go. I am shocked you've made it this far into stream as well. Glad you're here. Glad everybody's still here. I appreciate it. Let's do it. Here we go. Best of.
I dropped my phone on the floor.
Great start.
Here we go.
Great start.
Phil, not allowed to laugh.
Right,
Okay.
Penis, Dan. Penis, penis, penis. What's your favorite fruit? And Phil's too.
That video is so unhinged. Amazing Dan.
What the question is?
It's amazing I know that at this point.
Now what?
Oh, strong break.
Good snap. It's all over my bed.
Give your friend a hug.
No.
Why? Bananas are healthy.
Give your friend a hug.
Give your friend a hug. Yeah.
Is he got a jump scare? Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, it's perfectly lined up. Hello, I'm the meme lord.
Thanks.
Ow! Yeah.
Real.
I have Skittles in my mouth. Want to taste the rainbow?
All these questions rude.
Yeah, that's what your fans are. You're all sick. Mine are all about lions and fluffy kittens.
They're all the same fans, Phil. They just started to express themselves on my channel.
Okay, the next.
It's so weird seeing Dan like this. Because I was first introduced to Dan and Phil with Dan much older. So it is very strange to see both of them this age.
Next question is, can I come to your house and touch you while you sleep?
Feels like Photoshop.
Dan, you're a nacho. Phil, you're the salsa. Make fanfic.
I'm just so dry and crusty, and until I just get inside you and submerge myself in your red juices,
Dip me.
I can't get into
Dip
myself.
me. Dip. Dip. What is no?
Choke me, Danny.
Oh no!
Here we go.
Right, be careful. I want extra. I want extra leg room.
You're like a naughty bully XL.
No.
Get away from Timmy. Get away. Oliver.
No, I don't like it.
He's a big boy.
Oh
and
my God.
He wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm trying to
stop
hide.
it.
It's not working.
Just do it loose.
That got real weird.
That got really weird.
Get naked.
Nobody look. Give me privacy.
We can see. The little curtain twitches are quite entertaining.
Phil, help, Dad.
What do you want?
I can't put the necklace on.
Do you want me to come?
Yes. Nobody look. What? You're choking me. Put the big bit through the big bit.
I'm putting it in.
Oh
I'm
my
so
gosh.
grossed out by your ear holes.
Phil, it fell off.
Daniel,
How is this difficult?
I don't know. I don't have holes.
I was never here. Oh my god, this is so good. Come closer.
Oh my gosh.
This is the best look. You need to go to Dragon Prom right now.
I was going to say prom from hell.
Anxiety drink. Why does this flashing bow tie come with a full I am going to get stopped by the airport battery pack
I don't
in
know.
it?
It has to last all night, Dan.
Don't
True.
You think, ew, God.
But you got to admit the colours suit you, right? Just a little bit.
I've never been more
I need to find that bow tie for the New Year's stream next year. That's what I need.
personally offended in my life. Does Phil ever
And maybe that
swear?
suit as well.
Just say.
Alright, guys, I don't want to say it. There's little babies watching. Some woman just gave birth and the baby is now watching. Do you want his
Can you imagine this is
No.
blasting in the
No.
during birth?
Weasel, you should be a football. You, you f***ing.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Fucking iPhone, my thumb slipped. It's on a phone screen. Fucking game like this isn't meant to be played on a fucking phone.
Relax. Zen. Zine.
Do an impression of the YouTuber and see if the other person can guess it just from the impression.
Hi, my name.
Oh, off. Hell, really?
That's the
really?
That's the YouTuber.
For God's sake.
Dennis. Snot. on fire. The Live is to Laugh sounds like be brave and have the courage.
Do you not know my
Oh, what is it? What the fuck? Be brave.
Are you not editing this? Are you on?
What is it?
Is wrong with
Embrace the void. Be brave.
Nightmare.
Embrace the void and have the courage to
Shut
resist.
the up.
You got it from the Lion Guard.
It's okay, Dan. It's not real. The button is.
Wait, oh my god, I've got the scissors stuck in my hand. Actually, actually. Oh my god, we need some lubricant.
Please, no, I'm being serious. Phil,
What?
this is a really,
I
really...
know.
Close...
Ah!
No! Come here, idiot!
What?
Close the fucking scissors!
Okay, they're
Before
closed.
you try
Right,
to get them off.
Don't pull it, don't pull it. Ow!
Bro...
Wait, ooh. Ah! No! Ah! Ah! Ah!
All right, there we go. I had to get that hood off. It's driving me nuts.
What's gonna go wrong?
At least we got him off. We're gonna have to call the fire engine.
Call the fire engine.
It is
single
way
fire
too
engine.
warm in here.
Personified fire engine. Can you
Save
please
me.
lube up my friend's ring finger?
No. It's not the first time someone said that. What? Anyway, right.
Give me your face. Give me your face. There you go.
I love how during this,
See you all soon.
it's just Phil recognizing that his audience is going to be changing. Like, bit by bit, F word by F word. Slowly but surely, Phil's like, I guess, you know, my audience is going to be a little different from here on out. It's a miracle Phil survived this long. True.
Take it away, Dan and Phil, in the other video.
These days, like, what, webcam's like £5?
I don't think I could ever play that game because that would be my reaction.
I should
I gotta see that
away,
again.
Dan and Phil,
I gotta see that again.
in the other video.
These days, like, what, webcam's like £5? I should have had a Red Bull before I came on and been frickin' zazzed. But then everyone would have...
He tried to save it. He tried to save that one.
He's almost off the chair.
No! No, it's been so long!
That's gotta be the end.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought I'd make one fucking year without falling off a fucking chair.
You slid all the way down it.
Did I fall off or did I slide down? Does that count?
That counts.
No!
Oh my gosh, that game. That game had everybody in a chokehold.
Slippers and fucking what? Sweaty. You fucking cunt. These fucking chairs, I swear to God.
So this is Dan's brain.
Okay, is it now?
Here's the
I love how he used
pathway
Phil
of
on
wanting
that
to wear black
second
clothing.
Yes, good. Well, that's most of the brain. There's a little else going on.
Here's the area where he's secretly a furry.
What?
Here is the area.
Can we
that...
rewind a bit? What the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Your arms have come off.
Wait.
What the hell is happening?
Oh god, that's terrifying.
I'm just warming up.
Picture my mum giving birth to me as Bandicoot as I emerge and take my first jump onto a platform.
That's incredibly unnecessary.
And graphic.
Bam, 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 bam.
Come here, young boy.
I do not.
Oh my god.
Hello. Cops, please.
Right. I've got some wisdom in these beards.
Multiple beards. Where's the second beard?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
Hello, I'd like to show you my selection of lawn mowers. We're gonna mow that grass.
No, stop!
I feel like I need some kind of wrestler intro.
Okay.
Oh, it's the chicken. Watch out for your life.
What's like food that's fun to make?
Sushi that you eat off someone's body.
Hey there, friend.
Hello, sir. Friendship. Yeah. Sexy. Everything about Frankenstein's sexy. You don't even want to kill. Just get inside my tummy. Oh yeah. Stop breathing. What is that face you're doing?
Looking hot. I'd smash that nose.
Are you attracted to noses?
I don't have a nose thing. We're both horrifically uglier
Your
on each
eyes-
other's faces.
your eyes are
This is
giant.
let's never have a child.
Dad, I've got this. I can get it up as much as you. Here we go. Oh, that must be hard on the shoulder.
Ooh, that is the first yikes of 2018.
Okay. Shush.
Just
What's you and your dirty mind?
Yeah, Phil, I'm sure that I'm alone on that one.
That was nearly it. Ready?
Do I need to stop filming and have a word with you? Because
Shush.
this... Okay, don't...
The year is 2087. What does Phil is Not on Fire 79 look like? It's been 16 years since Phil died. I am very alone these days.
That's so sad. What are you doing?
Lost it.
I've lost the
He's
plot.
crumbled.
Oh my god, I've lost the plot.
He's an apple crumble.
You're making it
He's
worse.
his mum making dessert on a Sunday night.
Fishes!
Moist, flaky.
Don't say moist and flaky in relation to my mum.
That was probably 2009, 2010, maybe 2010. No, probably 2009. Judging it based off the phone.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Scoop your mum's pastry into my bowl.
Shut up. Stop talking about pastry.
You need to keep holding right.
I'll hold you right. Okay, here we go.
Yes!
Get out!
Get out of the way!
Stop
Knock,
touching me.
Knock.
Right.
Oh my
touch
gosh,
you
those
when I
hats are
please.
amazing.
Don't say that again. Right. Okay.
What are you doing? How the hell do I meet you?
Phil's noises when he plays games.
Look at that guy just gooning in the background over there.
What guy?
Hell yeah. Yeah, you see that 410-foot guy? What guy?
That's what you look like. On
Zing.
every evening.
What? What does that mean? Go on, Phil. Explain that zinger. Go on.
Raining meat. Hallelujah. It's
Happy
raining
Wheels.
meat. Boom, 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 boom.
Has a pet boa constrictor
In his pants.
I hope that. Okay, Phil, you didn't
sorry.
need to say it.
I'm
You
sorry.
didn't need to say- You made it déclassé.
I should have been
You know what I
more
mean?
Déclassé.
No, just classy is the word you're
classy,
looking for there.
yeah.
Glacé cherry.
He's
brain
got a
bitch.
big snake.
He's probably into choking.
Stop it.
I love how he scolded Phil, and then he immediately went there eventually.
It tickles in a good way. Miss this tickle is the creepiest thing anyone could ever say to anyone. One of us is probably.
It's almost like they get along or something, you know? Like their personalities are just so incredible. It's honestly, if I didn't know any better, I would say they would work really well as a pairing. I'm hoping that gets clipped, and then somebody sees that and goes, "Oh, this person's gonna freak. They are together."
Probably gonna die.
You.
Or somebody joined right at that moment.
Fight me. Fight me.
Is this what it'd be like? I've never been so glad that I'm not conjoined to you.
My eyes.
Finally, I'm the blazing ball of sunshine.
Hi, Dad.
There's for Jesus!
Oh,
Jesus!
my. Impaled.
I've been cut in half.
Hey, Dan. What? Why the long face?
Jesus Christ.
You look so sad.
Phil, what vegetable should be king?
The carrot.
Can I lead the way? I feel very
Go on then,
subordinate. Right, here we go.
Phil's just the natural beta.
Not the beta.
You are.
You are the Sigma. Fuck! What are you doing?
What, the Sigma?
Onto the Diglett.
This one.
This one, yeah.
I've never played that game, but I know it'd be
Lean it.
Where are you
tragic.
going? Okay, now we
And
stop.
oh, no, I
oh
didn't
my
stop.
god, Phil.
Alright, you can be the alpha. again.
3, 2, 1. Phil had his chance and he didn't like it.
I got scared.
Right.
That
you
was
need
close.
to hit some.
Someone predicted the future where Dan and Phil were no longer making YouTube videos together because they'd be married to different women and having children. Wow. I didn't know we had a modern day Nostradamus. That's crazy.
Some boxes though, or your time will be like 17 and a half years.
I'll hit your
They must be
mum's
famous.
box. Right, here we go. I mean, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Right, let's
That's a solid not
That's
okay.
a solid no.
No, no, no. Come back.
Yeah. You like that, Katie? What are you doing? What did that mean? What were you doing to Katie? Stroking. Jesus Christ. Bro, pull up your fish knife.
Oh.
You'll have a drop crotch.
That's as far as they go.
Oh my god.
Hey Dan, snog, marry or avoid?
The right. Okay. Definitely fuck that one, marry that one, kill that guy. I mean, look, it's got the chef's hat.
Yeah.
He's too happy.
One in charge, homemaker,
Useful marriage
husband material, cannibal. Look at that face. Don't trust him at all.
Do a trust exercise.
No,
Yes.
no,
You're the
no,
one that
that's
has
not
to
a good
fall.
idea. I'm actually scared.
You can do it.
So you better.
I'm gonna catch you. Fall.
Oh my god.
Fall.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Your scream was incredible.
You caught me!
What do you see in Voldemort that makes you want to be him?
Oh man, just those slits on his nose. You know what I'm thinking when I look at them.
What are you thinking when you look at them?
They'd be great to put rotisserie style kebabs in.
No pressure.
Nose pressure.
What was that?
Delete.
That was
He
terrible.
refused the
Stand
trust
still.
fall.
Stencil.
I'm gonna hit you. Shut up.
This is one especially for Dan.
Oh my gosh, what does that mean? Does that mean they're over before they began? Oh geez, that's too bad. You know, rip. It's been a great run.
I feel special.
You are.
How would it go if every time you touch me with the pen I just scream?
It'd be worse. No, don't do it. No. Oh my gosh. Okay.
First Christy and Desmond, now Dan and Phil. It's
I've
crazy what's
graduated
happening.
This is a philosophical thing.
Fuckland.
You,
Oh no. No. Take it back.
you've graduated into Fuckland? What school did you go to?
If people are like, don't be so mean to each other, well, it's just banter.
No, we're fighting.
Oh,
We're
left
not,
the
don't
cupboards
like,
open.
I'm being
Why
really
did you
serious.
trample-
My anger is completely serious. I'm not trying to be entertaining.
Why did
We're
you-
gonna fight in real life.
Trampoline us while we were just trying to explain
It's one of those
that.
things, you know? Sometimes you just leave it open too many times.
Literally.
Say, hey guys.
Hey guys.
Whisk me, daddy.
No, not this year. I mean, the whisks are over. It's an old meme. Dan, I want to keep playing. I know we've got to the point where we'd usually pause, but can we do a little more long episode, maybe?
Daddy wants a bit more singy. Now the ass is in the face again and it's bleeding. Phil, what are you doing? You're combining incest, necrophilia, and cannibalism.
I don't know.
Stop thrusting at your dad's torso!
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ, Phil! Oh, God.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh god!
Oh, he's
Oh, that's
twisting it.
brutal.
What the hell was... Oh my God.
Stop it.
Caitlin's cupboards open, the ones at the right height to smack someone in
I
the
mean,
face.
prior to when we met.
Yeah.
Because you did have like a whole long life.
Not
before
that
we
you
met.
knew about. I was just watching through the birth room like, I'm ready. As a 5-year-old.
I've literally been here for about 15
Sorry.
seconds and you were already...
Right.
What do you mean you were looking through the
I
birth
don't know.
room? Okay.
Look,
Let me stroke your weenus.
It's true.
That is a smooth weenus. Tickle my weenus. How's...
Hey, it's me, bae.
Is that... yeah, drink daddy's milk.
Reenact the Anaconda video. Anaconda don't want none unless you've got...
You know, there were signs. I'm just saying. There were some signs. Some not too obvious. Some of them very obvious. But there were some signs, I would say.
Got burns, son.
That was a song! I'll hide them down the throat.
I'll marshmallow your mum.
I'm sure that's a disgusting sex
Subtle.
act, Phil. Take that.
Subtlety was their thing.
Describe the inside of your brain with hand gestures. Dan has chosen Sean.
Interesting. Why do you think so?
I think you've just gone for the hot guy. Because I
How dare you?
I feel like if some hot jock was like, "Hey Dan, do you want to dance?" You'd be like,
True, who
"Okay."
doesn't do that with their
obviously,
besties?
Yes,
I would.
I think
gotta
Dan
admit.
chose Jason because he's hot.
Yes, I chose Jason because he's hot.
I knew it.
Yes. let's
Fans
make
might have
this
been
as
crazy in
possible.
intensity sometimes,
it.
but never in
You want to do it
observation
more?
skills.
All right.
Give me all your
Oh my god, they were roommates.
What is your favourite onomatopoeia?
crackle.
I like that. Crackle.
Crackle.
What's yours?
What's my favourite one? Microwave.
Microwave.
Yes, it is. It is. Listen. Microwave. It is. Hey, internet.
Oh my
Don't mind me. Just having a little float.
Somebody just popped out.
The hand?
No.
What?
Just had a little wardrobe malfunction.
Oh my god, that
Even though there was a hole there.
just terrified me.
There must. Oh no! These need to go in the bin.
There's no excuse for this,
Is
Phil.
Jigglypuff okay? Jigglypuff's alright.
Who hasn't done that? Maybe not the toe, but the heel or something like that, where you put on a sock and you're just expecting a sock. And then you walk on a cold floor and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I think there's a hole in these.
Alright, it's fine.
Phil's getting the jiggly puss out.
What?
Fucking wardrobe malfunction.
While you're watching this, just know.
Sentences I would rather someone said, hey, Noel Fishting, than, oop, it popped out, and leave me to wonder what he was talking about.
So while you're watching this, just know one of my dogs. The whole dog is the foot. What's the toe? One little puppy.
You just spat
It's on
in
the
my
horse.
mouth. You just said puppy and spat in my mouth.
Oh my god, they kissed. You look like a middle-aged mom.
I look like a
Oh my God, the roommates kiss.
You look like a me. What would your sports team be called? The Razor Dogs. Arf.
The no.
I'm Marge Simpson.
Phil, who's calling you? Do you have a friend that you're not telling me about?
Mushy mushy.
I always I can start a twin channel with this feature.
It's Dan's Gap. And his special friend.
Back into the dimension.
The camera's kind of giving you a cute little anime blush and a monocle.
That was
Look at
terrifying.
Little blush and a monocle.
Very well, good sir. Dip a tea in the morning.
Your nose is quite a nice texture today.
Today.
That face is not helping. No.
Dog jokes. Go on, Phil.
Why did the dog?
Oh,
I
that
don't
is
have any dog
terrifying.
What does God sound like?
Hello.
Dan, you look like a meatball. Why are you? Sorry. I didn't know what that was going to end with. I just saw Dan and then started reading it.
See, I like that. The noises of other. What? Just too interesting. You're trying to make me jump.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Why is he saying shush?
Because it was changing.
What is that voice he's doing right now? Shut up, you idiot. Right.
I heard a rustle. Wait, I'm not trying to make you jump. I literally heard a rustle.
Well,
That
what can I
backfired.
say? Life is fleeting, bulls be yeeting. POV, you're a timid, anxious horse that's been abandoned by an abusive and harsh father that's been found by two young boys who aim to make you theirs and restore you to your former beauty.
I need to see this movie.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Go.
Hello.
Here, look, faces.
Come to me, come
Look
to
at
me.
this.
Come to me.
Hello.
Come to me.
Hello.
Question is, did they have it in other videos?
Invent a new scented candle.
It's the dandle. It's pitch black. It smells of
Oil.
regrets, oil,
Ash.
ash,
Sadness.
and salt. I fucking...
MySpace drum.
Watch me, Dad.
Go.
Crow pose.
We were at a cafe the other day. There was an American behind us and went cappuccino, and then Dan just went cappuccino. I was like, Dan, they have ears. You gave me one with a mushy tip. We need a hard surface.
Your mum. So I'm going to write my name.
I just wrote my name was Dan.
Dan. Okay, good start.
What?
It's a good start.
We introduced ourselves to someone yesterday, and Dan said, "Hi, I'm Phil."
Because I think you went, hi, my name is Phil. And then I went, hi, I'm Phil.
Try to pick each other up.
Oh no.
Come on, Phil.
No, not again.
Time to go.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Careful,
I'm going to rescue you from this burning building, Phil.
no.
Here we go.
No, I'm gonna break
Woo!
my leg. Stop.
Woo!
Stop.
Yeah. You're going to live. You're going to live. Hey, I'm the fucking son from the Teletubbies. The real you, not the you that you choose to present. Would you as a hedgehog not be as much a real you as a form? Get in my mouth, Linda! I want milkshake! Now you go again.
No, you
Because
go.
This is your life now.
You got the grippy now.
Dan's got the grippy.
Yes.
Don't think Phil knows what that means.
What does it mean? I don't know what that means. I'm going to Google it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, I take it back.
I don't have the grippy.
No.
What are you saying, Phil?
I'm not saying anything about anyone's grippy. How deep is Dan's dimple? Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. My finger's disappearing. It's so deep. Oh, my whole hand has gone into his face. About 17 feet deep. Dan, what's your dimple's name?
Derek.
Dan, where are you going to send your dimple to college?
Did I come on this channel to be bullied for things that I can't change about myself?
Dan, does your dimple have a capital city? Dan, the earth's cold. It got lost in your dimple.
That doesn't even make sense.
Bring me the milk, mother.
Oh my god.
Stop doing that. Design each of the tattoos. Where do you want it?
Nowhere. At no time.
Arm? Watch out, Popeye. Some new guys in town.
This is the worst imaginable scenario. Phil giving someone a tattoo without them being able to see what's happening.
What? It's not. It's
Well, it's
perfect.
literally a temporary tattoo.
You're done already.
Yeah.
With a Sharpie.
It's a rat. It's a reminder of your true self.
Thank you. Ding! It's beautiful.
I don't think I'm ready for this tattoo. It feels very squiggly. Are you just doing a squiggle?
No, it's a fine work of art.
This better not be a penis.
No.
That was my
I mean,
guess.
What kind of penis do you have if you think I'm drawing a penis right now?
What is it?
So you can never... It's me!
Oh, yeah.
So you can never forget who your bestest friend is.
Oh, burn it.
Good morning, Dan tried to smother me in my sleep, but I prevailed to live to see another day.
What is Golden Pig 420? It has 738 followers.
Smoking ass, eating grass.
It has a fan cam. The pig has a fan cam.
Send this to Dragon City
I
with no
should.
context. Don't, please don't. Looking for a fourth. Average day in the Faust. Whoa.
We should have just reacted to this.
Reject tradition, embrace modernity.
Oh no.
Let my ancient crack
The
live
crack.
in peace. Phil has fucking ruined pig. They took my ass like shit. Tonight's vibe, too much on my mind.
What am I?
You are the thinking emoji.
Yes.
And what
exactly.
Oh my gosh. I have no context to that, but I'm laughing because it's so funny.
And recreate this.
What? I can't do that.
Come on, Phil.
Rabina.
Back it up.
Right, what am I doing? Flipping it. I'm ready.
I still have to have that on stream. I gotta buy it one of these days.
No idea how horrendous.
Dang
this
it, I
looks.
just went to the store too.
Okay. Flip it.
Never again. Deleting my channel.
Oh my god.
Really proud of this one. Are you ready for
Okay,
this?
Phil is drawing a bowling ball.
Yeah.
You sound a bit constipated.
Oh, hello.
Look, I made a bowling ball.
Wait a minute.
Phil shit it out of his wide.
Urethra.
Phil, where? do you know where the pee comes out? The pee is stored in the
Really
balls.
wanted to say it. When I was bad, my mum used to tell me that a woman called Mrs. Fuse was going to take me away, and she did this face.
That sounds freaking horrifying.
I was really
I swear
scared.
your parents had the weirdest rules on parenting.
When I was bad, sometimes my dad would just get a belt and go.
You know what's amazing? Eventually, Dan dropped that hairstyle, but Phil kept it going.
And go.
I'd never realized
I
that.
would be scared because of the loud noise. He would never actually attack me with a belt. It was just the loud noise.
That went from, oh my god, this is really harrowing, to, wow, that was so pathetic
I
in like
know.
5 seconds.
He just wanted to make a loud bang.
And bar graphs and pie charts.
Do you fuck more with a pie chart or a bar graph?
Then he had the
Came
black
out more
quiff.
crude than I thought I would. Dan, can you take off Phil's socks using your own feet?
What?
That's the question.
That's the thing you selected this. This is
I-
the thing you want to
I-
do.
I
This is the thing you want to
just- I
put on
just
the
do what the
internet.
people
Why do you
ask
want
for.
to do this? Maybe we don't need to listen to all the people.
That was almost timed.
Who- yeah.
That was almost timed. It was
Come on.
perfect.
Where did that come from? Just. It's like a ping pong.
Wait, I have very pliable toes.
Why are your feet like hands, you big freak? Oh, it's coming.
I'm going for both. Don't say that.
Take it off.
I will attack you. Why did you make a noise as if you were shocked that that was happening?
I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
Oh no, I'm covering it up. Oh my god, it's so tickly!
Let's stop!
What
Stop.
Shout out
moving on.
WikiFeet.
You are making
I'm sure
it
there's
worse.
tons of it on there.
This, shut up. I'll do whatever I want to the bottom of your foot.
I'm gonna be on some tickle fetish website.
It's too late for that. Look, if you're wiggling, you're the one that's moving.
Oh my god, it's so tickly. Just get it off. Get it off.
Oh. Oh, that's too much flesh for this website.
We're done. We're done.
Yeah.
In the mouth.
Why is this person's icon me and Taylor Swift, and then it just says boobs in impact
It is
font?
too much for you to comprehend. Just let it.
And that one is just me in a trapper hat, and it says gay. All right.
This must be a theme.
Carpet. 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 Carpet.
Why is there only two kinds of carpet? Let's have a carpety lounge. White.
White.
Don't spill blood on there.
Yes.
And then some. What was that?
Sorry, I'm just really enthusiastic about carpet.
Try and make the other person laugh.
Knuckles.
Where did that come from?
I just knew.
The shoe sock Leicester tapes.
Right, okay. Found footage.
Okay, scary imagery. Don't watch if you're easily unsettled. Fuck, you scared me, Dan. I was looking for you too. This forest is so big. I had no idea where I was going. I felt like I'd been followed at some point.
Okay.
Oh.
Same. I don't think we're alone here.
Uh-oh.
This is actually freaking me out.
You and Dan continue walking until you find a path. You both proceed to walk down that path until you trip over what you thought was a stone. And to your surprise, it's a box.
Ooh.
Out of curiosity, you open the box and inside it is a pair of shoe socks.
It's in the same
Is that going to be that same thing?
My god, Dan notices the pair of socks.
Oh no.
And a pure look of terror. What? There's no fucking way.
Dan begins to run in the other direction without looking back.
Fucking dipped.
Almost as he's running from something.
I'm not with you.
Someone. As you try to tend to your wound the best you can, you suddenly hear the sound of leaves rustling.
I'm actually scared.
You decide to turn around to check where the noise is coming from. This is scary. Oh my god. That deserves a jump scare warning. Wait, is he saying something?
Oh my. High quality creepypasta content creation right now.
This is strong.
Why is this giving the end of Undertale?
I'm scared.
Run! He's coming!
No.
Hide the socks!
That was amazing. Wow. What are the three scariest things you think could happen to us right now?
Someone going, sir, you're not allowed to be on this golf course.
Yeah. I think like a giant naked man pig running at us at full speed going, is this how I will leave a room?
Nice to know that after all these years, he's still here. Let's all take a moment to just forget that happened.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what a compilation. That was amazing. They are very funny. Very funny, and you can tell they enjoy spending time together. I don't know what it'll mean for them in the future, but they seem like they're quite a pairing. Wow, that was so fun. That was very funny. Oh my gosh. Their humor just matches each other so well, but they're somewhat opposites, but not really. It's really weird. It's tough to explain. It's like they work so well, but they're also coming at it from different angles. I don't know. Dan calling Phil weird was when he's just as weird, right? It's so amazing. They bring out the best in each other, for sure. 100%. When they're both on camera, it's magic. It is absolutely magic from what I've seen. And I have all of you, the members specifically, requesting these videos to thank. Otherwise, I would not have enjoyed this. I literally had never seen anything Dan and Phil until this. So it's amazing. Complimentary humor styles, indeed. Very much so. Shout out to the members. You're awesome. All right, let's pull up some TikToks, shall we? Of Dan and Phil. Some recent Dan and Phil. A lot of hard launch content. And then we will get you out of here so you can enjoy your weekend. All right. Let's go ahead and load it up. Load it up. I have that carpet stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Every single person next to me, every single time she went for popcorn, she gave it a shake first. I'm like, what do you think is going to happen, Janice?
This is like the thing that will make Phil snap.
There's not anything else in the bucket than popcorn. Why are we shaking it every time?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like you need to come to terms with it. You need to accept it.
Does it make it easier to grab?
I don't know. She was shaking that thing, hoping to unearth something
right in my ear.
There was not going to be any surprises.
Maybe she'd put a single M&M in there, and it was like enrichment.
Yeah.
Just give it a shake.
Oh, that'll keep you busy for hours. I should try that sometime.
It would go swimming through that popcorn.
Yeah.
Person next to me,
yeah.
Every bonus episode of Stranger Things that's not been released, and everything in the last episode was in Vecna's mind.
No, I feel I can't do this. I can't do this.
Do it.
We did this with Sherlock.
Oh my gosh. I actually used up the battery. I think these batteries are going down.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
On Tumblr 10 years ago.
What's going on, NTS?
I cannot survive this again, okay? We just can't do that.
There's not going to be another one.
And Stranger Things, if for any reason we're not satisfied with the ending of your show, you need to watch Sherlock.
Yeah.
Talk about shitting the bed.
Yeah, Sherlock was bad.
Talk about... Yeah.
I would have liked to see
we weren't there.
The army lady get a comeuppance.
What happened with that?
What happened with that?
100%.
That's a good point.
Why weren't the army people just looking for Eleven in the Upside Down and then get poofed in the Upside Down with her? And that way, Hopper and Nancy get away with all of their war crimes because the army just get deleted in the Upside Down with 11.
So many men.
But again, me and Phil, we weren't thinking about it too hard. No. We weren't asking questions. We were along for the ride. Everyone had a good cry at the end.
Right.
We thought it was cute, and we enjoyed it.
I love that TikTok of people.
It's not even the
saying
4
that
hour
we
mark.
were
Yeah,
Byler
true.
Of their lives.
True. I
But
think
we are literally right here.
I think
We
the
did
batteries
the
in
YouTube
these things are
rewind where
going.
we were Byler.
Oh my God, cycling on those bikes.
Yeah, we tried to manifest the gay for you. It just didn't happen.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. He's at a bar somewhere in San Francisco.
Did you hear about the conformity gate where people think there's a bonus episode of Stranger Things
That is
that's
true.
not been released, and everything in the last
That is
episode?
true. These are all member requested
Vecna's
videos.
mind.
No, I feel I can't do this. I can't do this.
Do it.
Well, these aren't
We did
specifically.
this
but
with Sherlock
Yeah,
on Tumblr 10 years ago.
I know.
I cannot survive this again, okay? We just can't do that.
There's not going to be another one.
And Stranger Things, if for any reason we're not satisfied with the ending of your show, you need to watch Sherlock.
Yeah.
Talk about shitting the bed.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. When I read a mean comment about Phil. They got that award and they're making so much content out of it.
Heartbreaking. We missed New Year's because we were stuck in a taxi.
It was not my fault. You're about to say it was your fault.
I like
Phil.
that you're preempting that when it was
too bad.
entirely your fault because Phil got a stain on his shirt.
Look,
and it is as bad as you're imagining
We went
right
out
now.
for a meal. I got cream all over my shirt.
How'd you flip cream onto your own shirt?
Look, it happened.
Yeah.
We were going to a friend's to watch the fireworks, and I didn't want to turn up with a big white stain going on my shirt.
It did look awful, and Phil was in the bathroom for a while. We thought he was having issues. Apparently, you were just scrubbing.
I was vigorously scrubbing myself.
Yeah, that's why the stain was there. And we were in a car, and we just realised we weren't going to make it in time, so I loaded up iPlayer to watch the fireworks on my phone.
It was quite sad. And I thought, you know what, with the countdown, we could maybe, you know, still celebrate it a
We
bit.
could have a nice little moment for ourselves. The problem is with the London taxi, you can completely see the driver sat at the front. And I was making direct eye contact with him the whole time. And it was like the homophobic dog meme. I just saw this guy just staring at
in
me.
the rear view mirror, just
I
like,
know what you are. So I think I just gave you a little like...
we did a little
like happy...
Happy New Year.
Yeah,
bro.
Happy New Year, bro. And then the guy turns to us and he's like, you off to pull some birds then?
Birds.
And I know what you're thinking, and this is when Dan and Phil stood up against assumed heterosexuality and said something. No, I just went, yep.
No, we should have been
wasn't
like,
in the mood.
we're mega gay. We're going to go pull each other.
Oh my God. That's how you get stains on your shirt.
Oh.
Don't do that. Dan and Phil, they started the year by getting cock-blocked and assumed to be straight.
Blocked. What we're going to do in the back of the taxi?
Yikes. Happy New Year, Phil.
Happy New Year.
Guess who didn't share a kiss?
That's crazy.
No, we didn't.
Oh, that is such a Dan and Phil New Year's. I would picture nothing else. Picture nothing else for them. Oh my gosh. All right. Boy, 2 videos back to back that were just pure chaos. Amazing chaos, but chaos nonetheless. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time. I know I did. 5 amazing member requested videos, as always. You all picked the good stuff. It is true. So many people on Twitter were like, they definitely kissed this New Year's before the podcast episode. And they were sorely mistaken. Sorely mistaken. Follow the Twitch channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that good stuff. Check out the merch, toddreacts.com. If you want to request your own videos, hang in there. They'll be back. Those tiers will be back on the website, toddreacts.com. February 1st is the projected launch date. Don't hold me to it, but hold me to it. February 1st. We should have some new information on that shortly. I'm working on it. It's crazy. It's stuff that I've never done before. AI is helping me tremendously. But we'll open those up, and hopefully it works out for everybody. Looking forward to the announcement. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun, of course. And I will see you all on Monday, right back here. Glad you had fun. Enjoy your weekends, everybody. Have a good one. See you Monday. Bye-bye.